Okay, good. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Hey, mic's all good. Desktop audio and audio capture good. All right, let's
Hello, ladies
go.
and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehcast, and oh, what a motley crew we are.
Indeed. We are back with more of the Mario party.
Yes, I tried to get this started earlier, but for some reason my Elgato wasn't picking up my N64. Oh, sorry, no. Oh, my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, so this is a Switch.
Is turning off my phone so that and not so that one less thing is hogging the internet.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Okay, so in case you're wondering, what is that at skit at the beginning thing that we see in this game? Essentially, the plot of Mario Party 2 is that Mario and the gang are arguing over who owns who owns the land overall. And
Really, that's it?
yeah, and they and Toad decides, why don't we just settle this argument through Mario Party? And
Apparently the
whoever beats
apparently
Bowser
the
is the winner.
apparently the official winner is Wario. So yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
Alex, you better let's see if you win this one.
or at least
Alrighty
in
then.
All right, how many players will play this time? I mean,
or yeah. Give me my monkey buddy. There you
I'm
are.
gonna be Mario. Alex, you pick Wario. All right, 20 turns as per usual. And bonus.
Oh, you're right. Now that they're alive, rest in peace, Wonder Friends crew. I forget his name.
We've got quite a few people who
Um,
died the
yeah,
last week, including Richard Mull
Oh,
from Batman
man.
the Animated Series. So
Richard Mole
now
from Batman the
Batman.
Animated Series and Night Court.
Yep.
And,
So
yeah, and it
Batman,
was,
Harley
Matthew
Quinn,
Perry, by the way.
and Harvey Dent are all resting in peace.
Yep. So Matthew
Yep.
Perry, aka Chandler Bing from Friends, died literally Saturday while I was at the haunted house. By the way, I was at a haunted house Friday and Saturday, and which is part of the reason why we didn't do anything on Friday and why we did stuff
Okay.
early on Saturday.
Yeah.
So Bowser Sphinx is who we're fighting against.
10. No.
I don't mind one.
Alex.
Yeah.
From what I understand,
Alex.
from the
Oh
Oh,
my
reports
he got the
god.
10.
You dickbag.
from the reports I've heard about, what happened was he was in his jacuzzi tub and he told his assistant, I think, to go out and get something from the store. And by the time she came back, he was unresponsive in his jacuzzi, and that's when
Yeah.
she called the police. This
Yeah. Apparently, he had a heart attack and drowned.
Oof.
and here's some context about that though. He's been known to heavily abuse drinking as well as drugs. So he's been like on the smack, on the bottle, whatever euphemism you want to
Yeah, he
use.
did. He did drugs and alcohol pretty severely back in the day.
Yeah. It's only as recent as 2 to 3 years ago that he
Oh,
stopped. And
Alex, we're already demonstrating the gimmick of this board.
Yay!
it's only
Uh,
as
All right, guess, but before you go on, okay. So, you see these happening spaces? These are the only ways to get from one part of the board to the other without using a skeleton key. So, if you land on a happening space from this island, you go here. Here, if you land on a happening space here, you go up there. If you land on a happening space there, you go here. And the cycle repeats itself. Um, there's this transport pad that costs 10 and coins that can transport you across. However, sometimes it kind of messes up and lands you in jail. Oh, there are these Shy Guy houses here that can curse your opponent to make them roll between a 1 and 3. So essentially, you give them a poison mushroom.
Go to jail.
So, yeah, that's essentially. So, this board is essentially Wario's Battle Canyon.
Good start, by the way. All right, my turn.
I wonder if that means
Yeah,
Alex is going to win.
then maybe.
It's an omen, I swear.
Good start, guys. What a good start on dice rolls. All right.
Let's
Let's.
see. Shy Guy says,
Oh God, I'm lag.
"Ugh,
That's no fun.
oh, it's a gay old time, Jamie. No
No practice.
practice. We do not practice here.
This isn't the TC Nick.
Yeah, we're not men.
Me.
Oh, damn it!
Alex!
I hit the button! I hit the
Alex!
button!
Good start. Good start, guys. What a good start.
Anyway, Alex, feel like reading any more news?
Yeah,
Well,
I just
Oh
wanna.
shoot.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
GG's. GG's.
I just
That
want to
was
raise.
fun.
I just want to raise a point that he's
hang
been
on, I just got a phone call.
All right.
I just want to raise a point that Matthew Perry, he's been cold turkey for 2 to 3 years. He stopped taking drugs and stopped drinking alcohol for like about 2 to 3 years. He hasn't touched a drop. He hasn't touched us. He hasn't touched like a crumb.
Oh,
of
that
coke,
is
none
true,
of
but
that.
Eddie Guerrero had been clean for or close to a decade or over a decade and when he died, so
Right,
Yeah.
but here's the thing: they didn't find drugs in his system either when they did an autopsy. There was no drugs in his house, no drugs on him either. Not even his assistant had drugs, which is usually the case. So either he's died of a heart attack out of nowhere, or someone killed him. I think someone outright just killed him because there's like I have a theory, a couple actually, because his name was on. He was actually one of the people's that was actually on Epstein's flight to that island.
Oh.
Give
Yeah,
me one.
that's one of my theories that it has to do something with the flight. Another one is probably has to do with the drugs he used to take. So maybe maybe there's someone who was his drug dealer that's not happy about him going clean anymore and decide to just maybe drown him or something. I don't know. I just feel like this is really shady.
well,
Yeah.
whenever anybody has like a thing like that happen and where nobody's around, it raises certain eyebrows about it. And
Yep.
you're just like you're looking at it as like, "Huh, what the hell's going on here, you know?"
Okay, another bit of news. Bruce Willis is sadly no longer able to communicate verbally.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Oh
He had
god. That
he
is
had
morbid.
yeah, his aphasia was becoming worse over time, which is why he was which is why
Orbit!
for a while, well, he was having to learn his lines for his movies, and for his Broadway work. He was having to do that via an earpiece. Like he was having to listen to his lines because he just couldn't remember them
Can remember
to
him,
be
yeah.
able to to be able to do them. And unfortunately, a lot of people all thought, oh, he's just getting lazy in his old age, and he's kind of
Yeah,
Cameron Mitchelling it.
Yeah.
And honestly, that isn't that big of a
deal.
of an assumption to make because a lot of
He has a
actors
track
will do
record.
stuff like that. Like Marlon Brando, did that, and like he didn't remember any of his lines for Superman the movie or for The Godfather, or there were like cue cards hidden around on the set for both of those films. And for Apocalypse Now, he kind of just made up, he ad-libbed a bunch of those lines in Apocalypse Now. Also, there's
Right.
precedent for stuff like this for actors who are getting close to retirement age, kind of
Mhm.
phoning things in later on, like Cameron Mitchell, for instance. And
Fuck.
anybody who's a fan of Red Letter Media knows about Cameron Mitchell, who did a lot of did some very similar things to to that
Funny.
where he'd just either ad lib or have a script in front of him and that he was reading. towards the later end of his career.
Right.
But yeah, like Bruce Willis is
I'm not
he's
gonna be
get
mean.
he's getting up there, and quite unfortunate, man. And like
Yep.
Oh, come on.
I hope that
And
if I
How
live
old?
as
How
long
old
as
was
he
he now?
has, I don't know.
Something? He's got to be in his 60s.
I gotta.
68. I hope my dad is actually older than he is, but my dad has also not had a gun go off right next to one of his ears, and been through
I hope it's
know,
worth it, Gizmo.
some of the shit that Bruce Willis has in his life. If granted, my dad also had a motorcycle accident and had to go through several years of physical therapy, but
Did Bruce Willis ever touch drugs or like abuse alcohol? Because I don't think I remember him ever
let's
being in
see
the
here.
news for either.
Okay,
He had a
so
couple of accidents on the Die Hard set that left him pretty badly injured. Like they had to use a double for part of that
Alright.
fight
please.
because
Please let
something,
me steer.
like I said, something exploded next to
Oh,
his
you
Damn
can
head.
it.
trust Jamie. You can trust me with steering. I'm actually really good at this game.
Alright.
No
No
practice.
Alright.
Anyway, so the Insomniac writer of Spider-Man 2 bears an uncanny resemblance to one Mary Jane Watson in that game.
More to the point, she bears a bigger resemblance. Flap the wings,
You're
Gizmo.
flapping. Oh no, I'm not flapping. I'm steering.
I'm steering, you're flapping.
Yeah, Gizmo, you're Peach and Alex is Wario.
I don't even know how to. Okay, I was.
You gotta
Trying to
go
look
up and down, up and down, up
I
and
was trying to
down.
look at the instructions.
Oh,
You can
damn it.
pause to do that.
Game. Yeah. So it's worth noting that one of the writers for her Insomniac Spider-Man 2 looks more like Mary Jane than the model that Mary Jane has than the actress who actually plays her in the game does, who the character is
Yeah.
allegedly modeled on. And people tried to say, oh, she only wrote
Well
certain
done.
side missions. She didn't write the whole game. Guess which side missions she wrote? All of the
All the
Mary
ones.
Jane ones.
Of course.
So yeah,
I'm getting really sick of these self inserts that are not supposed to be self inserts to
you
begin
know,
with.
Yeah.
yeah, like there's a reason why whenever I'm writing stuff, I do my best to try and, especially if I'm writing for an original character or for other characters, I try not to I try to make sure that my personality doesn't like seep into them. I'll like pick one aspect
Hey.
and work from there. But
Yeah.
I like
And that's kind of something I also have to try
Yeah.
to do, because that is as even though I have experience writing multiple characters, I still gotta
Yeah.
make sure or that I try to avoid that
Yeah.
Yeah.
that whole
Even
thing.
Well, like if
even
I
to this day,
if I like so in Two Men in
Oh,
the Sky
no.
type, my most direct representation in that story would probably be Huey. Like it's not Superman and it's not Billy, because while those are the two, well, Superman, Billy, and Homelander are the three central characters of that story, and Wario.
fuck.
Nice.
Okay, and
I learned the
And-
timing from
and
Superstars, to be fair.
and I do my best to not let my viewpoint inform what those characters do and say and things like that. But and that, like, I always try to think about
come
things
on.
from the perspective of the characters, and that,
I was close.
like, you get into the characters' heads and you say, okay, what are they going to do? What would they do in this instance, not what would I do in this instance? Because I am not. Fuck you, Koopa
Alex,
Bank.
Would you, Alex? Oh God.
Now I
Alex,
don't
you
have
have-
enough coins.
Yeah,
And now
Mario's
you
in
have
first.
the yeah,
Mario's
the
in
Jamie.
first
Yeah, but Jamie has close to my amount of coins.
by 3. By 3. You can pick Mario.
You picked
Okay.
Mario.
Donkey Kong.
So, Donkey Kong. Who? I have a question for you, Kinky Dong.
Yes.
What is the best Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Oh no.
Gizmo?
No.
Die
Gizmo?
Hard.
Gizmo, shut
Elf.
the fuck up. I didn't ask you.
All right.
I asked Kinky Dong.
I'm gonna say a classic Home Alone, first one.
That's fair.
Which edit?
There is
I said
only one
Elf.
No,
version.
wait.
There is
I
only
said
one
Wait,
version of the
have you
original
seen
Home
have you
Alone.
seen the director's cut?
I
It's
said
hilarious.
Elf.
There's two.
There is?
There's the original edit, and then there's the one where they removed Trump.
Donald Trump
Oh
wasn't
my
in
god.
Home Alone 1.
He was
He's in
in the
Home
second
Alone
movie.
2.
I'm thinking of Home Alone 2.
Yes.
Anyway, I
Okay,
answered
so.
Elf.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you a different question now. Oh, so.
What is your favorite color?
Kevin.
What is your favorite color?
You just gave away the question I was actually going to ask, so I'm going to
Green.
have to.
You're gonna ask
No,
her
I
his
wasn't
favorite
going
color.
to ask that one. I was going to ask the her one from that sequence in Holy Grail. Also, what is the best Monty Python movie?
Holy Grail.
That's wrong. It's Life of Brian.
Fucking hell!
Yeah.
Bullshit! Bull fucking shit!
No one really says Life of Brian, bruh.
Well, they were wrong.
Yeah, well, guess who was the one that showed you those movies? That would be moi.
Rabbit.
Yes,
When
that would
someone
be.
says
That
favorite,
is correct.
when someone says favorite Monty Python movie, it's either Holy Grail or Holy Grail.
It's only there's only one movie titled Holy Grail.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
Yeah,
long,
weird.
suckers!
I
I'm
have
on my way to the star.
a piece of news that is somewhat relevant to me and Kevin.
No, wait,
but
wait, wait.
more-
Wait, hold on.
Oh come on!
Gizmo, I actually had a bit from Nexus Mods. First week on Nexus
Oh,
Mod
yeah.
when Spider-Man 2 Steam releases is first Spider-Man Middle East Definitive Edition
Hey guys, what
ban.
communism?
Oh, lovely. The anti-Latinx mod ban, Mary Jane Beauty mod ban, replace all LGBT flags with Confederate flags ban, disable Black Cat girlfriend dialogue banned. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Now, the Confederate flag one, I sort of get, about.
I want to
you know,
see the okay, so there's another funny thing about Spider-Man 2 in that Spider-Man 2 doesn't let Peter do the Wakanda Forever pose, even though
Right.
even though he's probably better friends with T'Challa than Miles was.
Yeah.
Like Miles
Brian Mile.
Miles also has never. Okay, so we've never actually met either of the we've never met any of the Black Panthers actually in
Boom.
in
In Spider-Man.
in Spider-Man the Insomniac series.
Okay, and Gizmo, you also said that Disney Dreamlight Valley is leaving early access in December. Or
Yeah,
will not
it's just
go free
bullshit.
to play.
It's bullshit.
Would you care to pull up the article in question since you're the one who brought it up?
Yeah, let me just look through the actual.
Oh,
channel.
great. Oh, great. Jamie's Hawkeye now.
Oh, good timing. I just got out of the bathroom and I'm now.
No practice! We just move around and pray that Jamie doesn't hit us.
I'm a decent bow and arrow, and oh, hello, hi,
I'm back.
come here.
Yep.
Bruh.
Peach,
Bonk.
move, Peach.
Fuck!
Peach, move, move, Peach,
Nah.
move,
Nah.
move. Fuck you, Peach.
Nah. Fuck.
Why did you game throw, Peach?
He threw the game just for Donkey Kong. Anyway, Gizmo, you can go ahead and read the
I don't even have to read it. I can just tell you right now what it is. I'll tell you right now. So again, Disney Dreamlight Valley is basically, think of it as Animal Crossing, but instead of
Oh my
well,
god.
Animal.
Oh.
Mm, think of it like Animal Crossing, but with Disney characters. You know, Gaston, Jafar, Aladdin, Mickey Mouse. You know, Olaf, the works, right? You
Yeah.
know, instead of weeds, you're trying to get rid of like these like black vines. You know, you're trying to
Damn
expand
it!
more. You're trying to expand more land by getting rid of these like weird clouds, right? You know, build more homes, unlock more things to decorate the areas with, you know, stuff like that, right?
Oh, that's the rest of your coins. Hi.
Again, it's basically like Animal Crossing, but with Disney
Uh,
characters. Again, it's basically like Animal Crossing with Disney characters. It has microtransactions, but it's not predatory, unless you happen to be a child who doesn't know any better. This hit
yeah.
Xbox, but this hit Xbox consoles, PlayStation consoles. Ugh, I think it also hit the Switch. Uh,
Fuck.
and it's
Yes.
about to hit, PC. I think. I played it. It was on Game Pass. It's actually pretty good. It's wholesome. It's relaxing. But the problem
No.
is, here's the problem
Hmm.
though. It was free to play. They're going to officially release it December or January, and they're not going to make it free to play anymore, which means
Get
that
me out of this.
it's going to be
Screw you, game.
which means it's going to be pay
Enjoy.
to which means it's going to be another one of those games where you have to pay to play with microtransactions. The problem with this is that this feels like a mobile
You
game.
know what? I'll take
As
this.
much as I like it, this is a mobile game.
So are they actually planning on leaving the microtransactions in the game even after they've made it pay to play?
I believe so.
Okay, that's
There's even like
bullshit.
there's pricings here too for like different versions. There's Dreamlight Valley, right, which is just the base game. It's only available on digital. It gives you 8,000 moonstones, which is basically the in-game currency, which is the microtransactions. Excuse me, and it's $39.99. The physical version gives you 14,500 moonstones, a cottage house skin, 5 raccoon companion skins, a Cheshire Cat sweater, one of 6 posters, one sticker sheet for $49.99. The the next one is digital as well. 15,000 moonstones, capybara animal companion, summer cottage house, an artist's avatar costume, $69.99.
Nice.
The cheapest one here requires the base game to play it. It's digital, 5,000, and it's $29.99. My question is, why can't you just give me the base game for free?
Yeah.
Gizmo, neither Alex or I have coins. Jamie's the
I
only
just
one who has coins
I have a
besides
golden
you.
mushroom. I have a gold mushroom.
Fuck, he's right.
I literally just put my money on a gold mushroom.
Okay, who do you feel like cursing in Gizmo? Because Jamie could just cancel out the curse. Oh, oh, I missed. Okay, and next up on the news list, we have Capcom deciding to be douchebags again.
What do they do this time?
In
they
a
say,
recent Capcom R&D presentation, Capcom has clarified its stances on mods in PC gaming. Capcom considers mods equal to cheating and is worried that mods that violate public order and morals will cause them PR damage. Don't be surprised if you see takedowns from
Oh yeah, warrior, press A.
them.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's me.
so in context, mods are evil, so Capcom thinks.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's retarded.
it is.
Wait,
Yeah.
have you guys ever seen the Nintendo bullshit too? It's actually not bad as you think.
Well, no, but here's the thing though. Nintendo only has games on their consoles. Period.
Oh boy.
Capcom has their games on. How's it? Capcom has their games
No,
everywhere.
no,
And
this is something different. This is about their competitive stuff in their licensing. It's not as bad as you think.
Alex, this is basically air hockey. You better not screw us over.
Yep.
here's why I think it's worse than what Nintendo.
No.
Kevin, what did you just say?
Ah.
Go.
Go, shut him out, shut him out.
Alex,
That was my bad.
Alex. No,
Yeah!
Alex.
I literally didn't have to.
Damn it.
No.
Enjoy no boo. Enjoy no boo, boys. Have fun.
Piss off.
Here's why it's a little worse than what Nintendo is doing. When Nintendo does it, it makes sense to a point, only to a point.
Whoa.
When like, okay, I hate the fact that they're trying to take out ROMs in fan projects. You know, everybody hates that, right? But it sort
Right.
of makes sense to their point of view because they're trying to resell and
No
resell
boo
and
for you.
resell the old games through their services. 3DS, Wii U, Wii, Switch, that kind of thing, you know, and you're able to play them and you should be able to play them on there
And
once you buy them and replay them as much as you want. So it makes sense why they get mad at
hey,
ROM sites. Capcom, on the other hand, no wait, no. Well, Capcom, on the other hand, they're going after mods, just outright mods. Like for
okay,
example,
so I wasn't talking about their mods. I was talking about their competitive rule, about like their competitions, like
that's not
about
what we
like
were
how,
talking about to begin
Yeah,
with.
so they were. So this stuff is regarding competitive stuff being
yeah,
modded,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
not like
yeah,
offline mods,
yeah,
not like personal
but
stuff.
but the competitive stuff is not as bad as you think. Like,
But
I
at the same time, like if you've
listened
got a
to
mod that fixes shit that's wrong with the game, and they still consider that quote unquote cheating, I still think that's
Okay,
a dick
Gizmo,
move.
you and I
know?
gotta dominate on bobsled run.
no.
Mash the A button and just steer with me. All right. All right,
Yep.
Gizmo, you got that?
Yeah.
All right.
Throw for him.
Pressing
Nothing
A,
that's
Jamie.
worse,
Damn
though.
it. Why
It's okay.
does it have a butthole?
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Why does it indeed have an anus?
Because Japan, they're not as anal as America is about showing posterior.
They're not as anal about anal as Americans are.
Pun intended.
Which is funny, given that the Harley Quinn show loves caking up Nightwing.
Jesus.
Good lord, that fucking funeral scene just. Ugh.
Harley, could you not? And just fuck a villain or two on the side
Come
of
on.
a normal
Oh, you
villain.
missed it.
We may have missed it, but that doesn't mean we don't win. Go away.
No.
On, we're almost there.
I love the little flippers like flap every time you get some airtime.
Yeah, that's a neat little detail. Oh yeah. Oh,
Shit.
careful.
Shit.
Careful. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Damn
Stay
it.
on target.
Damn it. Stay on
Stay
target.
I'm trying.
Fuck.
Nah,
Booyakasha!
Pull up.
619, motherfucker.
Where we
Pull up.
going?
Anyway,
You're like
Alex,
literally-
you had some news, which will be the last bit of news we discuss.
Oh, well, there is
Yes.
going to be a little bit of news, yes.
There's
So,
going to be a lot more considering there's some that we left out. Well, with how short our last session was.
well, yeah, there was some stuff left out, but we are going to talk about some other stuff. So, Gokai Silver, or aka Junya Ikeda, from the series Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, the Japanese counterpart to Power Rangers.
Right?
The Japanese counterpart to Super the Japanese counterpart to Power Rangers Super Mega Force The
Boo.
Silver Ranger, or from that series, has been arrested by the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department
Whatever.
because he impersonated a police officer and fraudulently took a cash card
Oh no.
from a
No.
man.
Yes!
God damn it.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Beautiful.
God damn, Ben. I mean, Kevin.
Beautiful.
As a result,
Sorry.
he has been arrested and is being held in jail, and his agency has canceled his contract.
Ouch.
Yeah.
How was he doing that in the first place? Didn't he
That's
get
a-
like royalties or something?
Dude, that's a good
What?
fucking question. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I'll-
happened. And
wait,
apparently-
hold the money. Good. Thanks, man.
Apparently, so he's not the first ranger to be implicated in some kind of crime, and not even not even the first Japanese ranger to be implicated in a crime.
Yeah.
I believe
Come Mario.
the Black Ranger from Bokenger got arrested for like breaking into somebody's house.
I guess there's
And-
no one to steal from.
What's this anyways?
Huh.
And
Oh, that
And-
was for?
Yeah, that's what the plunder chest does. You could actually look at the item description. And who are you cursing?
Thank you.
I cursed
let's
you.
see here.
Oh no! Anyway, so after all that bit of news,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
no.
damn it!
one of
no.
I literally have nothing to lose.
I've got
Let's see
everything
here.
to lose.
How much do you love? How much do you love indie games?
Oh yeah, so one of the stuntmen from Kamen Rider and Super Sentai got arrested a few years ago for breaking into people's houses. He became a cat burglar,
Oh my god.
and he was actually
You.
and fun fact, he had the nickname of Spider-Man.
Really?
Wait, Spider-Man or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Superman.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
And the Black
ahead.
Ranger from Power Rangers Operation Overdrive actually stole some stuff that was meant for charity for a charity auction. And,
Oh my god, this one.
Wow.
and the funny thing is, his character was a thief in the show.
Hey, I was targeting Kev.
Nope.
Get him.
What? Damn it!
He's a piece of shit.
See what happens when you don't target Kev.
Yeah.
What kind of an actor does that?
I don't know, but something I saw in another server I was in is that yeah, something I saw in another server I'm in, and is that yeah, sorry, scratching my ear. So, you know, what the fuck?
Dang it.
Nope.
Like, apparently he's been going through some tough times lately, but that doesn't justify, like, this. And,
Bye.
somebody says, I will call him out on his poor planning, though. This is 100% likely to get him caught. Like, if you're gonna do a crime, at least plan it out better. He's a freaking actor. Should have at least used makeup to make himself look a bit different. He should have done all kinds of stuff. Like, this is... Apparently, he was
For the
also...
record, we're not actually
Oh,
endorsing this. We're just informing.
But why was
Yeah.
he in such dire straits? You would think that a guy that
Well, I
known
don't
from
know.
Power Rangers- you
Oh,
would think
we're
guy
doing a
that's
battle
like-
minigame.
You would think that a guy that's really known.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
fuck.
luck. It's
Yeah.
luck.
I mean,
based.
you'd think that a guy who was in who was in
Tokusatsu in
yeah.
general will get like royalties or something.
Yeah,
Alright,
like
who's up first?
The Japanese tend to be better about
Why am
stuff
I
like this.
volunteering for tribute?
Yeah, the Japanese tend to be better
Huh?
about stuff like this than the American side of things because
You know,
it's like
I'm gonna go
Japanese
yellow. Yellow.
anime voice
Yeah.
actors in Japan tend to be more likely to get royalties out of their work than
Nice.
than American voice actors and things like that, but yeah, who knows. Apparently he
There is
also
let's
participated in a phone
go.
scam where he called the elderly and pretended to be a
Hell
relative
yeah.
saying he needed money.
Bruh.
Yeah. Green, don't fail me now. Awesome.
Ooh, we got the 50-50.
Yeah.
Either yellow or white. And it was
Whew.
yellow. There's no way it's yellow
That
2
was
times in a row.
close.
There's no way it's yellow 2 times in a row, and it isn't. Nice.
What
Okay.
is going on with his life though? Like, did he lose his house, or like, did he spend his
Um,
like cash on coke, or what?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Apparently
What is
apparently he
making
was
him?
doing fairly well as a voice actor.
Fuck!
What is
Hi.
making? But here's the thing though. They're not. I'm not hearing anything like, oh, he spent all his money on this or that, or he
When in
went
doubt,
or anything like that.
King.
Like, then it would have been obvious because we're always
Ah.
hearing about celebrities on dire straits, like
Yeah, wasting their money on something stupid, you know?
yeah, or like
Um
not getting any more roles, or like they're in debt because they had to help their relatives out of a
You
run or
got a penny
something.
coin.
Thank you for the
I'll
penny
take
coin.
14.
let's see. He's been in Garo, he's been in
Bucket of
Tokusatsu,
Wolves?
who was Gokai Silver, or yeah, he's been he yeah, he's been doing pretty well as a voice actor apparently. Like I don't see any information here or about like what his excuse me, what his situation was. So I presume we'll find out more about this. Damn it, as time goes on.
Nice. Oh, come on.
But he actually
Good one
voiced
job.
Joe Keto
Good job,
in
guys.
Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna. And Digimon Adventure Tri.
See,
And he
those
was
are
Knives
bangers.
Millions in Trigun Stampede, which
Those are bangers, man.
yeah,
And-
Trigun Stampede aired this year, by the way.
yeah, but those are
Actually,
known
it's still airing. It's not
those are
done
known
yet.
those are known franchises, though. You would think that
Alex,
even with
you're up.
like, you would think that voice acting in something big like Digimon and Trigun, he would still like earn the
Actually, you
big
know what? I
bucks.
don't care.
You don't, but you have red hair.
Okay, so
Fuck you.
No, thank you.
So I have so I'm gonna start talking about the haunted house now. Oh, because I want to talk about the
Alright.
haunted house.
I'm
Haunted
curious,
house.
yeah.
The haunted house was a cool situation, but I posted pictures in the server. I played an obese cannibal chef, and I had
nice.
a homemade fat suit on, which is probably best described as a sweatsuit because,
Oof.
yeah, I legitimately lost 10 pounds wearing that stupid fucking thing. I was like 228 when I started, and I was 218 in Saturday night. So,
That's another
Wow.
way to lose the weight, I guess.
yeah, that's not a good way to do it.
No.
That's
I didn't say it
all
was.
water. That's all water weight going. And it's a good thing I overhydrate because dear fucking god.
Oh, come on.
So rehearsal went good. Then showtime came and it was mostly all right up until the drunk people showed up and started
Oh,
causing
God.
trouble. And the
Ooh,
We're
Wolfman,
drunks. We're
uh,
drunks. We're the
so-
drunks.
a bunch of drunk belly dancers showed up and tried to make out with the Wolfman.
How old was the Wolfman?
I don't know. He's probably not old enough to drink, though.
Hey. It's a little
Okay.
iffy.
And now he's trying to go for a warp block. Gizmo, one thing to note. The warp block, you cannot control who you warp with.
Fucker.
Yep, me
And
and
Alex
Peach.
and I are working together again.
Yay! I'm
Okay,
gonna have
Toad
to.
Bandstand.
Did you legitimately scare anybody being the cannibal chef?
Dude, I don't. Dude, I don't fucking know. Oh, like, apparently they were just telling people to scream as loudly as possible, which was, that's fucking great
That
because,
that
telling
doesn't.
people to scream as loudly as possible at the door. I had to have my fucking earplugs in, and because of that,
I think that's bullshit. That just seems fake to me.
yeah.
Scream for your life! You scream at these monsters. Okay, but are they scared though? Because I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, legitimately, like it was. I had to have earplugs in, and after like the second or third time through, because they kept
God damn it.
fucking screaming, and my ears were sore, like legitimately sore.
Oh my god.
Did you eventually get breaks?
Ben
Yeah,
is really wanting
Hey!
in
Not
on
here. Not
this.
here.
He said as
Not
don't
here.
tell the story without
yeah.
him.
He wants to hear about the story of how I almost got into a fight on the second day, and
Oh no.
he wants to be here when I tell it.
Did the person happen to have either a camera or a yellow leather jacket?
No. Why do you ask?
I mean, you are a cannibal chef.
What does the yellow leather jacket have to do with anything?
Have you not played Dead Rising?
Right. That, okay.
I sent you
I
the
was,
video.
you sent me the video. I remember now.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't just go over your head. You deliberately crouched.
But seriously, yeah. I thought you were talking about Wolverine for a second there, and I was like, so half of
Yellow
that doesn't
leather
make any,
jacket.
Up. Here
half
we
of that
go with
doesn't make any
skateboard
sense,
scamper. Remember,
Yellow
guys,
leather jacket. You know
But
he
there
was
was
remember,
a
guys,
guy,
it's mash
dressed
B
as
to
Wolverine.
it's mash B to skate
how
and A to
accurately,
jump.
like movie Wolverine, comic book Wolverine.
Book Wolverine.
Which one?
Like original comic Wolverine.
Like the brown costume, the yellow
Yellow
costume,
costume.
the whiskers, or nah?
No whiskers.
That would have been awesome. You never see anybody go all the way and like dress up as a whiskered Wolverine.
Damn it!
Oh, Alex is eaten by the ghosts. Thank goodness.
I don't think but this guy actually, he didn't need the whiskers. He had the
Oh, bye.
sideburns.
Oh.
If it works, it works.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-ba-da, bop.
Yeah, so,
Okay, hey, seriously, since Ben has been bothering us, why don't you just do the thing for him
okay, hang on.
and then get it over with?
Hang on.
Look, we gotta rip off the bandage at some point, Gizmo. Just Gizmo, Gizmo,
Hang on.
Gizmo, Gizmo,
Fucking
Gizmo. I have an idea.
mein Leben.
No,
What?
hear me out. Okay?
No. Okay, go ahead. Great idea.
I don't like how I can't hear what you guys are doing.
Don't worry, we're not doing anything that'll cause him to not be able to speak.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hang on. Okay, I think Ben, you should be able to join now. I just added, I went around on the fucking role permissions, and I just added you to the thing, because the roles are just so fucked up
Goodness.
right now that I can't figure out what the hell is going on.
Just tell him he can get
There we
in.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Press A, Gizmo.
Oh, it's been announced that DC's making Elseworld comics again.
Yay.
They need to make
Don't care.
Elseworlds movies.
Don't care because there's still I still gotta one of you do DK.
No,
Too late.
that's
A sec. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if the audio is fucked up now. Oh, because the audio... Okay, it works now. Okay, say something, guys.
No.
Something.
Okay, good. Okay. Hey, so... Yeah, I've been afraid to mess with stuff because Discord has been fucking with me. Like every time I try to go in and edit permissions in the server, it's like, do you want to delete this role? And it's like, no, I don't want to do that. Please stop.
How rude.
Like, I don't even know what's going on. There's been technical difficulties since like sometime last week when Gizmo was having trouble just connecting to shit. Anyways, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I noticed that too.
Oh, you're
Which is-
feeling ballsy, aren't you?
like, for example, I comment on a channel where
balls.
me,
Yeah,
RGS, and Wiz were in, and it just got nuked. It just disappeared, and we
Yeah.
just lost access to it for some reason. I don't know why.
And
we all
So
immediately
yeah,
lost access.
so these drunk belly dancers one of the drunk belly dancers tried to make out with a guy in a Wolfman costume with the Wolfman mask on, by the way. A rubber wolf mask on.
So they're drunk furries.
That sounds typical
Okay.
for America.
Okay, so there was an actual furry the first night, by the way.
Oh.
Alex.
No. No.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was dressed up as the Fantastic Mr. Fox, by the way.
Okay,
Excuse me.
that's awesome.
Was he
I do
sly as
respect
a
that.
fox? Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
There was also
missed.
a guy dressed up as Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, nice.
I sang the song to him.
Just a sweet transvestite.
Yes, I sang that song.
Yeah, too bad you can't have that.
Yeah,
song
I was the
playing
cannibal
there.
chef. And like I said, I had my fat suit on. And
You gotta mash the A button, Gizmo, when you grab somebody.
Really?
and
Yeah.
Called that.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
What do you think I've been doing whenever I play this game?
Pressing the
So-
A button.
I mashed the A button.
there were other things that happened. People got slapped, people got smacked, people got spit on and shit like that. So several people dropped out, and we had to reshuffle for the haunted house, and implement some security measures that we didn't think was
Good.
going to be necessary, but turned out to be necessary. And then somebody, yeah.
Well, you know how holidays are. There's always adults trying to make it to their holiday.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's always a lot of idiots.
Yeah. And so the second night, as we were about to take our first break, go grab some refreshments, hit the restroom, that kind of thing. So I gotta explain to you the setup of the haunted house. So
No!
What did you do
Dumbass.
that?
I tried to time it for the golden mushroom, but I mistimed it.
Okay.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Yeah, I tried to do that dance in the chef's costume and it
should
didn't
have
work,
worked.
by the way.
eh.
But anyways, so there's the reception
give me
desk,
some
there's and then right behind that is the asylum. And then off to the left of that is
Go get
our
redemption.
Anyways, so off to the left of that is the creepy little kid's room where the kid chases people down the hallway. Damn it.
Alex, you
I didn't
and
notice
Gizmo
we were
did not.
I didn't notice we were playing a mini game yet. So anyways, so the little kid is supposed to chase the people down the hallway with a giant pair of scissors or a machine gun, depending on whether the scissors are actually working or not.
Why
And,
a machine gun?
Because the
Ooh,
machine
okay.
gun was the other thing that he had in the room.
That didn't really make sense if you're chasing someone with a machine gun. Why not just use another
It's a
weapon?
toy machine gun.
Right, but you're chasing someone with a gun.
Listen, don't worry about it.
He has
So
a-
he's supposed to chase them
Oh.
down their hallway with a giant pair of scissors, and the Wolfman is supposed to chase them into the kitchen where I am. Now, these guys, this one group somehow managed to get into the haunted house before we had enough time to. Jesus fucking Christ, Shy Guy! I am going to wring your goddamn non-existent throat after this for all that bullshit. So, anyways, so these guys somehow came in between time because we're supposed to have enough time to reset to get the set pieces back in place, get the little kid back into his room, so we can come out with the scissors, that kind of thing. And then
Ooh, well played.
after that,
Last
so
year,
these guys,
last year,
these guys came down the hallway. These guys, went past the desk, past the asylum, went into the room. And look, and if they'd just gone into the creepy kid's room, it would have been like, oh, hey, sorry, you guys aren't allowed to be in there. Or come on back out, go down the rest of the way. That kind of thing, They didn't do that, so when they got told that they weren't allowed to go in there, they...
I pressed the B button! I pressed the button! And nothing occurred!
it's all right. We no one won.
What happened?
Jamie and I both lost.
Okay, so these guys went into the creepy little kid's room, and when they got told they weren't allowed to be in there, they stayed in there, and fucked up. They fucked up the room. They were tearing stuff up and throwing things around and whatnot, not moving things. And I think that should be common sense that you're not supposed to fucking do that. Like, even if you are allowed to go into a place, you're not allowed to move shit. You're not allowed to touch shit.
Right?
No.
What?
No, they were just stupid.
Wow.
And here's the thing. We have a sign and a guy outside saying, hey, you're not allowed to touch shit. You're not allowed.
So move the crane arm to bring the mushrooms closer to you.
Mushroom hippos.
Yeah,
Golden mushrooms are worth 3 points. Means poison mushrooms deduct 3 points.
Fucking.
I'm
Anyways,
actually going to win this one.
So these guys...
I never win this minigame.
Hey, I got 3 more points. So these guys went into the room, and they got told off for going into the room, and for trashing the place, and they got told they needed to leave. And so they took that to mean that they needed to leave that room and keep going. Now, I can't hear any of this because it's down the hallway, out the door for me. There's music playing, there's screaming happening, and I have my earplugs in so that I don't have to hear the people who are desperately attempting to break the sound barrier and their own vocal cords. And so I stay in character. I thought that they were just trying to go up the stairwell or something.
Okay. Okay, guys. So this is like Desert Dash. So Jamie, when I say right, you go right.
Got it.
Hey, when I say left, you go left. Okay. And let's do this.
All right.
And so they come into the kitchen, and I'm still in character. Right?
Right, left. Right, left.
Right,
left.
Right,
right, left. Right, left.
left.
Right, left.
Right,
right,
left.
left.
Right,
right,
left.
left. Right,
Fucking.
left. Right,
Right,
left.
left.
Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left.
I
Right,
hit right.
Right,
I'm
left.
hitting right,
Right,
too.
left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. Right.
Damn it. Anyways, so
And perfect.
I stayed in character because I wasn't entirely sure what was happening. I thought that they were just trying to go up the stairwell or something. and they got told, oh, you got to go this way. Okay, so they so I stayed in character until the other characters came in to the came into the
Don't try
kitchen
it.
and told them and that they needed to leave. And it was like, okay, some shit just went down. And I don't know what, but you know. And then so I just, hopped out from behind the kitchen in my triple XL fat suit and started hurting people out of the out of the haunted house. Is like, okay, yeah, I don't care. Hang on.
Okay. Good talk.
Dude.
You there? Yo, Alex.
Alex? Alex? Alex! And Alex has been kidnapped by ninjas.
Yeah, basically.
Ninjas.
No, it's Mr. Fantastic Ninjas. The furry brigade is here.
Yeah, mom.
Ooh, Jamie.
And thanks for the
I will throw you.
song. I had good timing, to be fair.
Yes, yes, you do. Okay. You
Where you
know, you
going?
could end up warping with me, Gizmo.
And no,
And
it
you
was
warp
me.
with
Hi.
someone. What were you hoping to do? Nobody was at the space with the stalk.
No, but I was hoping to
Period.
get closer.
Okay, so anyways,
No one's on that island.
so yeah, they, the other characters explained that these guys went into the creepy kids room and were messing it up, and I was like, okay, and like we'll sort this out outside, outside the haunted house because we're on break. We're supposed to be on break right now when this happens. So, okay, go to the door, or we'll sort this out outside. And these guys, kind of don't want to listen to us about that. So,
Because of course they don't.
yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah, it was like they
A
don't
lot of them.
understand that even though like it is a $5 admission and they did pay to get in, but they didn't understand that even though you pay to get into a place, you don't necessarily have a right to be in a place.
Right.
Especially when the people there are like telling you okay, you got to leave because you broke the rules. And this one guy was like oh, there was no sign saying we couldn't go in there. The door was open. And I was like, okay, that people told you that you weren't allowed to go in there, and
I went.
you still went in there, and
Oh,
you
hell
stayed
yeah.
in there. Like you stayed in there once you were told not to be there, and then they started saying, oh, I was like, you gotta get out of here now. Oh, and so rather than like apologizing or just saying, oh, we didn't realize that this, that
Oh, Pete.
we didn't realize that. We're just gonna, we'll move on now. We'll put stuff back, rather than doing the thing that a normal human being would do in a situation like that. And a couple of them started getting kind of standoffish about it, and trying to make a scene. And one of them was being a real big bitch about it, and he was saying is like, oh, who's in charge here? Or like, we paid to be in here, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, go to the door. And he's like, what are you gonna do? You gonna put your hands on me? And I'm thinking, and at this point, yeah,
Jamie.
yeah,
Jamie, I know what I'm doing.
Do it.
At this point in time, this guy,
Mama didn't raise no pussy.
at this point in time, this guy has been like stopping in his tracks and like kind of bumping into me. He bumping my fat suit, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking in my head, and it's like I'm not putting my hands on you. You're the one on being an immovable object right now,
Boom, shakalaka.
while the employees are
I'm
telling you
everywhere.
that you need to leave. So, oh, you know, just in a situation like this, the employees are telling you go to the door. You go to the
My
door,
magic lamp.
or you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to do stuff like this. And
My money.
and I'm
Balrog.
and if he'd you know,
Listen.
if he'd decided that he was gonna try and like retaliate against me
Oh
about
my
this, it's
God.
like, oh, you guys, damn it.
Jesus,
got one.
tap dancing Christ, Gizmo.
Yep. Give me some.
But
Oh,
the funny,
come on.
the
Oh,
funny
we gotta
thing
do
is, like,
DDR.
this guy was half my size. And for those of you who don't know, I'm like 6'1", depending on who's measuring me. Like I said, I weigh, 200, between 230 and 220 pounds, depending on, how much water is in me at the time, that kind of thing.
Hey,
Damn it.
Fucking.
And,
I guess I gotta carry.
and so I don't get it. Why do tiny little people try to pick a fight with a
Yeah,
guy
there's no shot.
who's
They're gonna get
like
hit.
twice their size?
No
They're
shot. Yep,
compensating.
there's no shot.
Like
Was
that
he
just
like
doesn't
one of
make
those? Was he one of those stupid like wannabe gangster types where they're trying to throw around slang and then like they
he
widen their
kind of didn't.
arms?
Okay, so no, he didn't sound like that. Because that's a
No, you
very
don't want to try it.
that's a very specific. I've known people who are like that, and I worked with a guy who was like that. Who is funny enough, of the guy who I told the story about getting arrested a while ago. As in, I didn't arrest him, or I didn't get him arrested, but he got arrested in my neighborhood a little while after that. So
I have no money.
And Jamie, you don't have any money to duel me, so
It's like, hi. This is awkward.
whoop. Now you do.
It's like, yeah, you want to do over 6 coins.
So, was there anything else about this story that you wanted to tell us?
no, it was just that like that was a
Tell me you
little
kicked his ass.
huh?
Oh,
Tell me
the
you kicked his
Seamus.
ass.
Oh no, I didn't have to. We wound up herding him out of the building without any kind of incident. And it's just that the fact that he was fronting like that against, like, he couldn't tell how big I was underneath that fucking
Fuck.
fat suit either. Or like that's a triple XL padded suit I had on. And
Did
I'm-
it somehow make you shorter?
no, that's the thing. I was still taller than him.
Oh, now my Space Invader is here. Here she comes to wreck the day.
Ah, damn it! Wario!
Alex, you didn't mash A fast enough.
Fishy.
Fucking.
Cheap cheeps.
Fishy. Oh god, I'm out.
Cheap,
Yes.
cheap, cheap,
I don't
cheap,
think
cheap,
that's-
cheap,
So
cheap,
comment
cheap,
about
cheap, cheap.
this is that as a performer, like, you have to respect the people in character. Unfortunately,
No, you
that's
don't.
where I was gonna say, no, you really have to. Like,
You
it's
don't.
like,
Yeah. Like the most like hand contact, the most contact I had with anybody during that was on the first night. I saw a kid in a Cobra Kai t-shirt,
Nice.
and I said, and strike hard, strike fast, leave no survivors. And he was like, yeah, and he held his hand out for a fist bump, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna leave him hanging. I'm gonna give him a fist bump, and that's it. That's the most amount of contact you should have to have in a night like that.
You
And
did you
it's
say
like,
something like after the fist bump? Did you say something like "and cobras make a fine dessert" or something like
Oh
that?
no,
I
Yes.
Alex.
should have, but I didn't.
Oh great, Alex.
I
Did
did
Mama
wind up,
Ray?
s- I did wind up
Alex, did Mama
singing.
raise any
What?
pussy?
What a duel for 7 coins.
Alex, did your mama raise some? Did your mama raise a pussy?
I'm already in third place. No.
So your mama didn't raise no pussy.
Okay, filthy Frank.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so how does this work? A and B
Okay,
buttons
press the A and
alternately.
B buttons alternately, and you got to do it as fast as possible.
Okay.
Oh, within
Imagine your
5 seconds.
imagine your fingers are an electric turkey knife.
Yeah, it looks like Kevin's winning this.
I have a method to my madness, if you
A
can
turkey
believe
knife.
that.
Oh,
Damn it.
Boom shakalaka. Thanks for the free money.
Yeah, I was always gonna lose that anyways.
Shakaliki.
Boom
Any-
shaky lakey.
But yeah, like it in terms of like common sense going into a haunted house on Halloween, and like or around Halloween, and like the things that you think of happening are like, okay, hey, I might get some candy. I might put my, if they say, oh, put your hand in
no.
this
Oh.
in this mystery box full of brains if you dare, oh, and you're gonna like grab a hold of like I don't know, oh, like fucking spaghetti, yeah, or some cold spaghetti or some shit like that. Oh, there's eyeballs in here and it's
Spaghetti,
peeled
knees
grapes,
weak, arms heavy.
Whoa.
peeled grapes or some shit in there. Yeah, like it'll be like that's what you're in for. You're not in for like
People that are supposedly not drunken morons.
yeah, you're not in for like getting in somebody's face when they tell you that you're not allowed to go into a specific room,
I don't get those kind of people. Why would you start a fight because you were caught doing something that you're not supposed to? Hey, you're stealing. Oh, what the fuck you gonna do about it? It was like, bitch, you got caught stealing. I don't know why you're mad.
Oreo, I'd appreciate it if you'd fucking move.
Wow.
Why can't I surface?
You gotta mash the
Hey.
A button.
Oh.
Sons of bitches.
Madre de mios. I know that's not actually how you say son of a bitch in Spanish.
Madre de Dios.
22, I'll take it.
Thank you.
Madre de
Good.
Dios means mother of God.
Ah, thank you.
I know
But yeah.
that, but it's better he say that.
I was
because it
more,
sounds funnier.
yeah, I was more making a reference to Red versus Blue.
I
Yeah.
was more referencing.
God.
I thought you
Oh.
just
Hey, by
learned
the
that
way,
from friends.
Jamie,
It was nice while it lasted.
thanks for the free star.
I thought you referenced that because you played Streets of LA.
It was
Nah.
nice while it lasted. I'm about to say, like, Alex, for the love of God, please get an eye. Like,
Ooh.
I had that for like the longest time. Couldn't use it because you won a duel, and now you have it. Thanks, game.
By the way,
And-
Jamie, I'm gonna be coming to meet you again.
Bro, have mercy, man. You have it all. You have win.
This just reminds me of a time back last year when I was working as a security guard at the local gym, where this guy didn't like all I did was I went around and just I was like, hey, I work for the gym. You got your gym card on you, right? You got your gym membership on you.
You know
I
what?
was like,
I'm gonna do a solid and make this look less.
Thank you. Yeah, if I say like, dude, you already have like a good ass victory.
yeah. All I did was I went around and I said, hey, you got your card on, gym card on you, right? Can I see it? And, oh yeah, you got your gym card on you, you can stay. You don't have a gym card on you, sorry, you gotta leave. Even though that's the extent of the conversation.
Yeah.
That is all that needed to happen.
Sounds like you were just following procedure.
Yes,
Oh,
literally just following procedure. I'm there
Welcome
all
to
the
my
time.
life.
I'm there all the time, and all they had to do was call the phone number that was
Oh yeah, that's
on the desk and
oh,
business
that is
card
bank.
Yep.
Finally, something
to see
71 coins.
Jesus,
Ooh.
if
tap
they
dancing Christ.
if they thought I wasn't.
Remember
And
when you
this
stole my
one
magic lamp?
yeah, this one guy, I made such a big fucking deal
What if
out
you
of
end
it
up getting a 1?
that I had to call the
Oh.
owner of the gym and bring him down there or for him to say, hey, hey, here's my card. And you know what happened? That guy got kicked out. Because I had to call the owner up in the middle of the night while he was getting ready for bed to deal with that. And that guy I got kicked out of the gym. And you know what? He had a free membership too.
My fucking god.
And the reason why the reason why he didn't want to show me his card was so fucking stupid too. I mean, like he said he didn't want me to know what his real name was. And
Bruh.
I'll never forget
Oh,
his real name now. I'm not gonna say it here,
Who's gonna
but
remember though?
now there's no way I can possibly forget.
Fucker.
got one.
Gizmo.
Got one. One at a time. Ah, come on, for real.
Woohoo! You got 2 more, Alex.
Ah, come on. I could have got
Holy
both of
shit!
you. I could have gotten both of you.
Ah,
Yep, at least I got
As,
two.
as long as one of us survives, that's all it takes.
I won. When I'm on bottom, I suck at this game.
In other news, Rob Liefeld's putting his art up for sale.
oh yeah, including the original bizarrely proportioned Captain America comic that, funnily enough, actually seems to fit.
Yeah, that's actually one of the higher bidding items here. It's going for
Alex, you're up.
$8,250.
Jeez, I wouldn't pay that for it, but cool.
I would.
You're
It's a
welcome.
I mean, this is like it was like a one of a kind first of its kind kind of thing. I'd pay for
True, but
that.
I'd pay that for something like an Alex Ross Superman or like I can't say I'd pay that for Stephen Butler Sonic the Hedgehog or Spider-Man, and because I've got not some of those and I didn't, but but I absolutely fucking would. Like if by the way, Stephen Butler, if you're listening to this, I still love your fucking work and I would absolutely pay that much money if I had it for like a wall-sized painting of Spider-Man or Sonic, or maybe even both.
There's other things here that's up for sale too, like Jim Lee and Scott Williams, Divine Right, number 5,
Oh
cover
shit.
original art. Jim Lee and Scott Williams, Justice League, number 1, splash page of Superman. There's another Rob Liefeld piece of the New Mutants on it, number 100, page 16 specifically.
Oh cool.
And that's yeah, the New Mutants, Cannonball, I was gonna say Pop Rocks. No, that's not her name. Boom Boom. Yeah, people forget. There's one from Todd McFarlane of the Amazing Spider-Man, number 301.
Yeah, this is no choice.
And the most
Oh
expensive
no,
one
you're
here,
gonna
though,
steal. Oh
is
no, you're gonna steal my star. Whatever shall I do?
the
Yes,
most
go for the nipples. Yes.
You took
the
my
one the
only
most
star. Now I'm going to starve.
the most
Basically.
expensive one I see here though is that of Alex Raymond of Flash Gordon and Jungle Jim Sunday.
You're
Yeah,
not
it
getting
makes
the
sense.
star next turn. There's no way
I
to get the
know.
star next turn,
I'm
But
Jamie.
still,
counting
yeah, Rob Liefeld
before
selling his old work.
over there. Why not? We're gonna get a blue space and hope for a hidden block.
But yeah, Rob Liefeld selling his old work. I hope he gets the cash. It's kind of sad he's not keeping it though. Most people would to reminisce.
Man, he's had that stuff for like 25, 30 years now.
You wouldn't keep that? I mean, it's like an accomplishment kind of thing.
I mean, okay, let me
Also,
let me
I'm a
put it
dick.
this way. Slash from Guns N' Roses doesn't own Appetite for Destruction.
Why?
He's played those songs every night for 35 years.
Hi. Don't care. Give me a block. Nope, never lucky. Whatever.
You're not skilled enough, Jamie.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
There's a
care.
reason why I did this. Death Ray.
I got no items.
Oh.
I tried. You're not gonna get anyone. I only did that to you.
What is the point? It's the last turn.
So there was also a little bit of controversy over a new piece of official Bayonetta artwork
Yes.
featuring her husband, and their daughter.
Canon. It's canon
Yes,
that
it is actually canon, and that the two of them got married, boned, and had a little kid. Possibly even more. And,
so for,
They fucked.
yes.
who keeps
Oh.
someone did practice.
I didn't
That
do
was my bad.
practice.
No, we don't do practice. We quit practice.
So for context, for those who don't play Bayonetta or don't know enough, Bayonetta is a video game character from the same game of the game of the same name, starring herself. And one of the reasons why it's such a big deal is because canonically she's bisexual, but she still gets with a guy, and for some reason that's getting people pissed off.
I still don't know who won that.
But Super
Here's the
Mario.
thing, though. It looks like she enjoys being with men more than women because there's a throwaway line where she's like, "Oh, I have no interest in raising children, but making them—that's another story." That
Yeah.
people, if you were a big enough fan of Bayonetta, you should have known by now from that line alone. She loves the penis
I'm a Super
dangly.
Mario.
more than she does the vagina.
Coin star goes to a Super Mario.
She's
What
more of
about
a
the Queen sleep?
she's more of a burrito girl
Happening
than she
star
is a
goes
taco
to
girl.
a Super
Yeah.
Mario.
Mario, I scared so many of your relatives on Friday and Saturday.
Mario.
I started
Mario.
singing the Super Mario Brothers Super Show theme every time one of the somebody
Oh, the
dressed like
golden
Mario
statue has been
walked in.
found. We gotta go. All right, now we let this ending play out.
I also made Princess Peach crack up laughing when I said,
But can you answer my riddle?
"What are you doing?"
You
Yeah,
value your
and
life.
I said,
you shall this riddle. It's a shadow riddle. What is this?
"Mario and
I
Peach."
know.
Did not.
It's a
I did
cow.
not know.
Cool.
I'm trying
I
to
shall
put my
kiss
Shrek
you.
voice on, because I was doing a fat bastard impression in the
goes there?
entire night,
Hey.
and that kind of fucked my voice up the first night.
Super Mario.
So anyway,
I knew
so
you'd come
imagine
just trying to solve my
now
riddle.
imagine me in a fat bastard voice saying this. So they're
Right.
this couple came in, they were dressed as Mario and Peach, and one of their kids was the creepy little kid hid from the excuse me. He was the creepy kid with the scissors from the creepy kid room, and we had explicit instructions from him to scare the hell out of his family. And his parents were dressed up as Mario and Peach, and his little brother was Yoshi. And so I said in my fat bastard voice, "What are you doing?" Okay, yeah, so if I can get my Scottish accent on briefly. Yeah, so, Mario, Peach, I did not know Yoshi was your kid. That's some interesting genetics you got going on there, princess. And that cracked Princess Peach up. She almost keeled over laughing from that.
By the way, so yes, the Bob-ombs were aliens the whole time. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull would come out years later.
Kingdom of
look
the
at the
Crystal
detailed
Skull ripped
results.
off Mario Party 2.
Right.
Yeah, that was a stomp. I want to see the happenings. Oh wow!
Ba-bomb. Ba-bomb. Monkey. Ba-bomb. Monkey. Monkey.
Anyways, I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie yesterday.
Yeah, the reception from that was weird. Critics were
It's
shitting on it, while people that actually went there to see it actually loved it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So the
it's
critics
so
can go
good.
fuck themselves about this because the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is possibly the best horror film I've seen in the last 5 years, and I mean recent horror film.
And speaking of horror, it's time for
And
Horrorland.
sometimes useless knowledge. Oh,
AKA
wait.
my home, AKA my home of
So
one of my first
of the
war.
so this year we've had, in no particular order, Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. Dear God.
What
The
the
Nun-
fuck is that?
You don't know
The
what Pet
Nun
Sematary-
2.
Shall we venture to Horrorland, folks?
Yes. Yes. So,
Pet-
Saw X, The Haunted
Boo.
Mansion, The Boogeyman,
Boo.
and Exorcist Believer, which is one of the worst
I
horror
love it
films
that
ever
they
made.
did before Halloween, they're playing Horrorland.
I mean, we also had Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead Rise is alright.
That
Right,
doesn't
Resident Evil
count.
Death Island, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, he is
And
shit.
still going, where's my monkey buddy?
Um,
You know,
shit.
it's getting sequels because people fucking bought it.
Yeah,
Well,
not
it's
a
also
bad
public
idea, though.
domain, so
Well, now it's
yeah.
public domain.
yeah. But Batman Doom That Came to Gotham, I haven't seen that one. But yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy's is probably the best horror film to come out this year. And I'm not saying that lightly. Because like this
Actually,
film,
here's a real question, and this is coming from a college show. Did Matt Pat write it?
Fucking
No.
Matt Pat
Matt
is
Pat
in
was actually
Matt Pat is in the movie. He just
Fuck
has a
him.
cameo though. Oh, and it's actually quite a
Okay.
funny cameo though. Because
Yeah,
he's a
it's
he's
great.
Is that
It's a,
like
oh,
I
here's
remember
the
Yeah.
like the
detail. I'm
joke
gonna put it
of
aside. I'm gonna
Matt.
put
Yeah.
it aside.
So
I
he's
have a
theory
he and a
about
couple
Matt
of other
Pat.
YouTubers are in the film. So
I
like
got a theory about the Matt Pat. How many dicks did he have to suck to get that role?
Zero.
his
Scott asked
film-
him to be in the movie.
yeah, Scott asked him to be in the film. That was actually the first scene filmed for the film.
On one
Here's
condition,
something. Here's
right?
something funny. Here's something funny. According to Matt
You're
Pat, he was
ejected this
uncomfortable.
time.
He wasn't sure about using just a
Is
Fury
to
line.
defeat the
but
Wizard
Scott
Bowser, a resident of the
insisted-
Haunted Forest.
According to Matt Pat, he said he wasn't comfortable with saying just a Fury line because he
Oh.
wasn't sure if it fit, and
Yeah.
Scott was insistent.
Oh wow.
Also, the character he plays is named Ness.
So seeing,
Ness?
I get the
Yeah,
distinct
Ness. It's
impression
on his name
that,
tag. Matt Pat's character's Ness.
all-
I get
but
it.
all
It's
this
not
good-
Okay.
that all this good luck that I'm having
good.
with Mario Party 2 is going to end up translating to me getting horrible luck in Mario Party 3.
Wait till
Here's
you get to
hoping.
Mario Party 4 on Parsec.
So yeah, Corey Williams was also in the film. He was the cabbie. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna give-
What's his name? Was Markiplier in this movie?
no,
No.
Markiplier was supposed to be the
Yeah,
security
he's
guard
supposed to
at
be
the
in there.
start of the film, but he had obligations to his film Iron Lung that he was working
Yep.
on, so he couldn't do that. But he is apparently in talks to play the main character of the second movie, which is going
That's
to be
not
based on the
confirmed,
second game.
actually.
Oh, that's not confirmed?
What
Five Nights at Freddy's.
is confirmed?
I
What
can
is
actually
confirmed that
see
is
Markiplier
what
being the
what
main
is-
security guard in the second game.
what is confirmed is that they do want him in the second movie, but in what capacity
I
we don't know. But him
have
being the main character
with
would be
me
amazing.
a
It
dog.
makes too much sense. I mean, he
Yeah.
practically made a living off of playing Five Nights at Freddy's for a while.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'd be good if they decide to make like a full-on adaptation in a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 instead of making Five Nights at Freddy's 2 a direct sequel to this film, as they've kind of set up in this movie.
Well, here's
I'm not gonna
there's a detail
hang on.
about your,
Yeah.
Okay, you finish your point.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say, hey, like I'm not gonna say a whole lot about the film. I think you guys should go watch it because there's some stuff. I wish they hadn't made certain announcements about the film prior to release because I was able to call one of the twists ahead of time because I knew about one of the casting choices. But this is a film that you should go into knowing as little about the behind the scenes as possible. Well, aside from the fact that Matt Pat has kind of a goofy cameo, and this is the best kind of goofy cameo because it's the kind of thing that works in context, and if you know the meta context about it, it still works as a joke.
By the way, Alex, can I explain Horrorland?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so Horrorland. These
Good explanation.
swamps will only be you can only move past the swamps during daytime. At nighttime, they will be stone statues. Certain boo areas will be around on daytime. Certain ones will be around at nighttime. The day and night cycles go by in intervals of 2 turns. There is a giant boo statue here that you need a skeleton key for. If you can get to this thing by night, you could steal either coins or stars from 3 people, costing 3 times the amount. So,
It was free.
go nuts. Anyway,
Yeah,
continue.
so this is one of those films where if any one thing had gone wrong, it would have been a travesty.
Oh my god.
As it got... Huh. Thank you, Koopa
dear.
Bank.
I think I know who might be winning this board. And it ain't gonna be me, so unfortunately, Fran, I'm not gonna be breaking those allegations anytime soon. Well, Alex is gonna try sniping us out.
Snipe. Snipe
Bruh.
or no snipey.
You're not good. Nope. Kev, just stay away from me. Kev.
But
Kev.
monkey.
Kev.
Oh no, monkey.
Monkey.
I told you to stay away from me. You don't listen to me. Oh my god. I
Bingo.
literally had no choice. I literally had no choice because Bowser Jr. was like, yeah.
You could have moved a bit to the
coming for
right,
you.
and Bowser Jr. would have taken the shot for you. Oh,
So yeah,
jeez.
the casting in the film is perfect. Everybody does a really, really good job, especially all the child actors.
To the
Emma
left.
Tammy, the director, she does a really good job. Let me see who did the music. The Newton brothers, who did the score, they did a really good job. Everybody involved in this does a really good job. Josh Hutcherson is really good as Mike, the lead character of the film. Like they just they have got so much going for this. And
To the right.
yeah, like the sound design, the visuals, the animatronics, everything works well. Matthew Lillard is in this film. He's great. I also saw a kid.
Scooby.
I also saw a kid dressed as Freddy Fazbear at the haunted house,
my god.
and I said, "Mr. Fazbear, I loved your new movie. Hey, I especially loved how Shaggy Doo scared the hell out of all those kids." I didn't say that to him exactly. Hey, we weren't allowed to swear, but you get my joint. You get my point.
I get it.
That's fair.
You get my joint. Like,
my
smoke weed
joint.
every day. But yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
So, just ignore if you haven't seen FNAF. Just ignore what I said about that and go watch it right now. There's a bunch of this film does a bunch of stuff where it establishes the hero. It establishes what his deal is. It establishes what his family's deals are and what's going on with the overarching plot of the movie. I think that and for fans of the game, this movie does take some liberties with the material, but I think it's it's probably pretty good liberties. Is because
I took the wrong time.
it's pretty good liberties. Is because there's I remember how in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 when everybody complained about how the shit with the power where if holding the doors shut would use up power and things like that.
Oh, great. Gizmo's not only gonna gain a star, but he's also gonna steal money.
Like
By the way,
they
Money,
Gizmo,
changed
Alex
that.
has the most coins.
money,
They
money,
changed
money,
that, by
money,
the way.
money. Did they?
Hmm. So
And
now
it's
there's
all
no
the way down
longer a
there.
I gotta. Oh wait, I
you
have enough
know,
money to get the star.
so now you no longer,
For
Mike doesn't
now.
have to like manage batteries and shit to keep the
Alex has
animatronics away from
38
him
coins,
and
Gizmo.
things like that. Damn it.
The Boo loves you, Alex.
I don't love you. Go away.
He only likes him as a friend.
11 coins? Jeez.
But yeah, so yeah, Josh Hutcherson is great in this film. He's been great in just about everything. And, I know I was probably kind of not exactly kind to him in my review of the first Hunger Games movie, but nobody came off looking good in that film. Not even Jennifer Lawrence. That film was such a bad adaptation of the source material. Well, and like he wasn't the problem. He did great as PETA in that movie. It's just that the makeup crew did not do their best to make him fit the part in specific areas of the film. So yeah. Yeah, he's fucking great in this. Honestly, he's just about great in everything. And he hasn't
I have a fun. I have
turned
a
in a
fun
bad
fact about.
role since he was a kid.
Well, then there was also that time he voiced Van L in For the Man Who Has Everything.
Oh, that
I'll say
was
it, man.
him?
Yeah.
Justice League Unlimited. He was Van L / young Bruce Wayne, and For the Man Who Has Everything. Holy shit.
Told you.
Huh.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Good range.
Yeah, yeah, Josh Hutcherson, and if anybody was like, because I know some people will be like, if somebody was in a like a YA adaptation, and some people will be like, yeah, I don't know about it, but it's it's kind of like Daniel Radcliffe and Harry Potter, like he's a really good actor. It's just that should I go up or down or up or left?
Either.
Kevin, what do you say?
To the left, to the left.
Okay.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
I hate that song. Okay.
I don't even get that song.
Buy an item,
And
sure.
I think they even said that movie surpassed the Super Mario Brothers movie.
It is surpassing it at the box office, or at least in terms of opening weekend. It's so well made. It's bizarrely it's bizarrely well done for a quote unquote low budget video game adaptation. But
I
it
don't
is
think
like
low budget about it.
it doesn't look low budget. And that's the thing. But I guess, because
Skeleton Key is a good item on this board, so I would recommend getting that.
yeah,
My
like
theory is that the only reason they think it's low budget is because they're using animatronic puppets and one area,
oh,
as
dude,
well as
like that's the
like
kind of
what
thing. Okay, left or right?
Alex, you press R to look at the map and you'll see which way is the best way to go.
it's
Okay.
like boo-hoo, they're using puppets. Oh, I'm sorry they're not using CGI.
You gotta go
like any other
left.
fucking movie.
You gotta go left for the star.
Okay, yeah. The puppets are great. They're done by the Jim Henson Company.
Yeah. And that's why they're so good. They look good. They look natural too. And this just shows that the video game movie curse, it's not there anymore.
That's been gone for the Mario movie and
No,
Sonic
well,
movie.
And we've
well,
always
don't forget
the
Detective Pikachu.
well, no, the thing is we've always relied on video game movies in animation form, direct to video, to be good. Street Fighter 2 the movie, Fatal Fury the motion picture, stuff like that. The Resident Evil CGI movies. it's always those that seem to be getting the good enough treatment. But whenever it came to Hollywood, it rarely ever got that. Like maybe we'll name one or two, like at the top of my head, Mortal Kombat,
Only the
and
first Mortal Kombat, not the second
yeah,
one. Not
I,
maybe you could
that's
talk
why I
about
said
Yeah.
like the
I
No,
Anna.
said Mortal Kombat.
the
That's why I said
original
Mortal
one was
Kombat.
amazing.
That's why I said Mortal Kombat, and Detective Pikachu were like the first ones that come to my mind because after that it was I wouldn't say balls to the wall. It was like more like balls
Get your
nailed to
balls
the
to the
wall.
wall.
Fuck. It
It's
was
all
more
right.
like balls.
Yeah,
Jamie, you got to
It was,
carry.
it was
Alex,
good
more like
try.
it was more like Hollywood nailed the fans' balls to the walls, and they said you're gonna like it.
No,
Like
Ha!
hold on.
I was always good at bowling.
Like Street Fighter the movie, Far Cry, the Silent Hill movies after the first one,
The first
Alone in the
Silent
Dark.
Hill movie wasn't even that good.
That it was. It kind of is. People, it has a cult
Dude,
following.
they stuck fucking Pyramid Head in there for no reason. And like the fucking what you call it?
Oh,
The
yeah,
Mason family has no connection to Pyramid Head. Pyramid
it
Head
still has a
is
cult,
James Sunderland's villain.
it still has a cult following. You can't deny that. There's still a lot of people that like
Yeah.
this movie.
Okay,
You
so
know,
your name here says I got a video coming this week and only Gizmo knows what it is. I'm getting a spray tan tomorrow. See you later. Y'all are gonna love what I got planned. See you later,
nice.
buddy.
I'm looking
And Ben,
forward to it.
Ben earlier said, you realize this is episode 69, right? Yeah, we actually made that joke when we were trying to go live.
9.
geez, Gizmo's been getting stars from under our.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were I saw critics complaining about the animatronics. Okay, so
fuck
let's go ahead and flash back to the 1980s where her like Showbiz Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese originated, and we're gonna just reference some of those animatronics that we had in stuff like that back in the day. Hey, and yeah, they didn't exactly look the most fluid. The fact that they're kind of jerky is fine. They're on set. They look fine. I mean, they're good. Like they're not a CGI mess, and they actually look like they do in the fucking games.
Oh yeah, completely. There's no like creative liberty bullshit or anything like that.
And
They look exactly like the game.
yeah, like the lighting is fucking amazing too. Like I saw some of the behind the scenes footage that they posted. It's amazing just to see the texture of the fur, you know?
Right. Oh well, actually, funny thing, you could say it looks better depending
damn
on
it.
your point of view, because the way that they looked in the game, they're supposed to look that shitty just so they could have like a very plastic fake look.
Oh,
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Yeah.
So either they look amazing or they look better from the games,
Yeah.
depending on your point of view. Either way, they look great.
And it's amazing to see that Five Nights at Freddy's has maintained its cultural relevance far longer than Jim Sterling, the guy who inadvertently inspired FNAF.
The guy who inspired Movie Bob's eating disorder.
Okay, no. So we'll talk about Movie Bob in a little bit here, but
Really, there's news on him now.
Yes, there is news about Movie Bob.
Oh god. Okay, so
I mean, it is more of the same, but it is still news.
You got a mini going.
Let me get this out of the way then. Apparently, the Japanese netizens weigh in on Resident Evil 4 remake on the yellow paint.
What?
So, for anybody who has not played the remake or is not familiar with the remake,
Oh, Resident Evil 4 with the yellow paint. Okay. Yeah.
There's a fiasco going on ever since its release that the yellow paint was seen as stupid in many ways. It was seen as hand-holdy. It was seen as it was seen as hand-holding. It was seen as making things too easy. It was basically pointing out the obvious, that kind of thing. And then there's others who say, no, that's supposed to help out the people who play the game so they can differentiate what to use, what to break. And
okay,
stuff
so
like that. Yeah. So bullshit is what they're trying to spout.
So I'm just gonna say here. So guess what the two most common colors for ladders are in real life? Yellow and orange. You don't have to paint them to look a specific way.
Also, you don't have to paint.
Don't open it, Alex.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. the people that say, "Oh, that's supposed to help out the
There's a
players
better place for that.
to help them
Go to left.
differentiate what's breakable and what's climbable." Okay,
Okay, we
here's
did
the
that in the
problem.
original Resident Evil 4 by
No, they didn't.
No, we did. The
Oh
original
my
Resident
god.
Evil 4.
No, no, they did not. The difference is that here it's paint. It's got paint splattered on it. In Resident Evil 4, on the other hand, they have a different shade, or
Oh my god.
the prompt literally just pops up to say climb.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, so I was gonna say for the breakable stuff, the breakable stuff is it is kind of marked in terms of like if you look if you look for the if you look for the stuff, you will see the you can tell what's marked and you can tell what you can break open with a knife and what you can't.
Right, and they're adding these features in as if these people don't play games. They're adding features in for people who don't play games, which is kind of
Yeah.
insulting.
Ow!
Uh,
Oh, damn it.
oh god, it's Dead by Daylight. It's Dead by
You did.
Daylight. Ah!
Get him!
Well, anyways,
Oh god, I was right in front of her. Jesus, tap dancing
So
Christ, that was scary.
the
Anyway.
they've caught on. The Japanese apparently have caught on and thought that
Alright, so
thought that this
hi,
is
how
good
you doing,
game.
buddy?
They thought that this
Hi,
was good
buddy.
game design up until they saw a lot of tweets.
I can't
And,
afford you, so I gotta
and
lose.
these
Okay.
tweets include: try giving it a completely new look without paint. An absurd amount of complaints will probably come. The stress of playing a game that fails to direct your gaze is terrible, particularly old Western games. In response to previous comment, I'll examine it by thoroughly mashing the button repeatedly. I support Capcom. It makes horror action games that can cause a panic easier to play. If it's a type of game where you can interact with all objects, it might be boring. But Biohazard is a game where one of the main things is solving puzzles using specific objects. It's necessary that there be an indication that it can absolutely be used. This sort of thing is a failure of design. I'm sure there are some people who complained about the method of making things sparkle when they were actually made of something that doesn't sparkle. Like this time. I haven't yet played RE4, so I don't know. But 7 and 8 don't feel as out of place. I'm not going to go any further because the guy is actually I'm hearing shit that sounds like they're defending the design.
yeah.
Where I already hate him.
Honestly, like it's the kind of thing where you could have had organic in-game methods of highlighting things to make it, obviously you can climb a fucking ladder. All you got to do is it's a ladder, climb up it. That's all you got to do. And if you really wanted it to be, I'm Mr. I can use my magic to warp you to a distant space. No, thank you.
No.
What was wrong with just using old school video game methods that are still used to this day?
Absolutely nothing.
Making an object glow, having a prompt pop up saying what you can do with that certain object. Have
Yeah.
a different
No.
shade. Have a different color shade. These are all things that gamers know that these are prompts that you can do something with something. But these are just prompts for people who don't play games.
Well,
It's like,
it's one of those things where they put stuff in because they think that it's making it easier for people to get into it. They think that
right,
that
but it's
adding
such
this
an
stuff is going to increase sales, and they don't realize that it doesn't actually help anybody.
no.
People who are legitimately that stupid are the kind of people who you don't want playing your game. Those are the kind of people who will try to fight a cannibal chef when he tells them they need to leave the haunted house.
Right.
Yeah.
These same people are the kind of people who can't get past the Cuphead tutorial.
Yeah.
Not my turn.
Like, fuck's sake, why?
No, it's my turn.
It's confusing to you. Why are you playing it then? You clearly don't play puzzle games or horror games.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like hearing
I
a
have
character
no
saying, "I don't
money
like blood."
and no
Okay,
stars.
why are
I'm
you
embarrassed.
watching
Ooh,
Saw then?
take it.
Basically, this one is the same as the pirate one, only it's a lot easier.
I was gonna pay attention. Hang on.
Oh, another news, Disney's Wish is being criticized because the villain doesn't look like a villain or act like a villain.
Bonk.
Yeah, the villain as played by Chris Pine, aka Captain Kirk,
It's like
aka
Like
like
Steve
they're
Trevor.
painting it's like they're painting the fact that he doesn't grant everybody's wishes as a bad thing, even though he's got a point.
There's
Yeah.
even a tweet here that tells that sets things straight. So let me get this straight. He takes care of all the villagers, lets him live in his tax-free city, and grants wishes, but not every wish. Let's be honest, that's a responsible thing. How's he the
Yeah,
villain?
Yeah. I was gonna say,
exactly.
let's go watch Bruce Almighty again and see what happens when you grant everybody's wishes.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
he
For as,
Yeah,
for
that's
as
even he
much as
also
eventually knew that was not a good idea.
that's also my issue every time I see the film because the bad guy's the good guy. Again.
He's not even he's not even like a bad guy in some methodical, twisty sense either. Like, oh, I don't grant wishes because of this and that. Oh, but it's actually because of this and that. It's like, no, it's just he's playing it smart. Why would you grant every single wish that's out there? That's chaos.
Speaking
Yeah.
of chaos, you almost I swear to God.
He's
I
not here right
chaos.
now.
swear
Chaos.
to God.
Like, think about it. If you grant someone's wish that to bring someone's loved one back to life, then that means you have to grant someone's wish of killing someone. If you grant someone's wish of becoming rich, then you'll have to grant someone's wish of becoming rich in a different way, illegal or deadly way or shady
Open.
way. If you make someone's wish of being the most beautiful
Go up.
woman, then you have to grant someone's wish of making someone into
Oh
the
no.
ugliest woman. It's a double
I
it's
literally
not
Oh.
have
just a
no money,
double-edged
so
sword.
Oh,
It's not just a double-edged sword, it's a nitroglycerin laced dice.
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's see what Alex got.
I have no money. I'm good.
Damn
Okay,
it.
I have no
Ah, he
money.
steals
I'm
money
good.
from everybody.
Give me coins. Fuck you.
Yeah. 20 coin.
Yep. Take
Oh,
all my no money.
I hope you
Sure.
don't like beer
I don't.
because Amaranth has
Hang on.
announced.
Is that real? Hang on. Let me look
Yes.
this up.
Yes. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hang on.
That's
I'm
real.
gonna look this up. From Kotaku, Amaranth's latest business venture will drive her haters to drink. Kick streamer Caitlin Siragusa is selling beer made with her vaginal yeast. Blech!
It's a real thing, and it's practiced, and it's a common practice.
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Ah, this one.
Especially that,
Beautiful.
or that, or that, or
Yep.
holy shit, even that, or what the fuck are you doing? Get the hell out of my house.
Ah!
Oh, no.
There's
How many
no way.
rounds do you guys have?
What's funny is that this is not the first time a woman tried to make something with her vaginal yeast. There was a female feminist that tried to make loaves of bread with her own vaginal yeast too.
That actually succeeded, by the way. I saw the video.
How disgusting is that? Like, oh, but the heat from the oven, it kills all the germs. Bro, it can make the bread into a cancer curing food item. I am not going to eat something that's got a woman's
I don't.
pussy yeast.
Yeah, it's like I don't want that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about the final result. I don't want this, you know?
No one does, man. I don't get the Sims who actually buy. Look, here's my thing. If someone buys it just to show it's real, then I get it. Just to show them that it's a thing that you
Ooh.
can buy, I get
Exploding.
it. For a taste test, which would be hilarious, I get it. But if
Okay,
you're
you
gonna
need
outright, but if you're gonna outright
you need either
buy
one
it
or
and
two,
but if you're gonna
Alex.
outright buy it and then
He doesn't
consume
have
it on a
15.
regular basis,
Damn it.
fuck that noise. There's something wrong with you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I was trying to help you there.
Damn it!
I really was.
Womp womp.
I wasn't even trying to deceive you.
Dude, the
Like,
fact
if
that
you had 15 coins there, you would have been able to steal from all of us.
Yeah.
hey guys, do you like indie games?
No.
Yes.
You don't like indie games?
Yeah.
Me.
I like
Oh,
indie games.
how many of you have bought at least one indie game?
I bought
I
many.
I've
mean,
bought one indie
One
game
game.
several times. I have
What is-
Undertale on Switch, PS4, or Xbox One,
Jeez,
and PC.
Gizmo.
Nice.
Tell
You're
me,
merciless
tell me,
here.
your favorite indie game. What was the biggest controversy you'd ever had?
You know what? Undertale has too many fandom-related controversies to really say.
Right, but that's fandom wise. What about the game itself? You know, what
Yeah.
the lines, mechanics, you know, who made it, you know, who was involved, the story, that kind of thing. Was there ever controversy about the game itself?
I don't really think so.
Right. What about you guys? Any favorite indie games that had any kind of controversy
Just
behind it?
tell us what's going on.
A game about two incestual
Oh,
two
that
in-
thing.
a game
Yeah,
about a game about a brother and a sister in an incestual relationship casually practicing cannibalism has gotten a lot of hate to the point where the artist of the
and
game made art of the both of them flipping off the camera saying haters gonna hate.
and the funny thing is that the incest has gotten more attention than the cannibalism did.
Yeah, that's my point. And that's what disturbs me the most. What does that tell you as a person if you're more upset about a brother and a sister getting it on in their own bedroom more than cannibalism does? Casual cannibalism.
Oh,
I think that the incest thing was just a dream sequence, wasn't it? It wasn't actually a real thing that happened in the game.
As far as I know,
Um,
it's just a thing, period. But
It's
it
one
could
of
be
the
it
very
could be
rare
just
scenarios.
it could be just something that they dream of. It's still something they got upset
top
over,
left is the gold mushroom.
which is really stupid. Like think about it like this: we have incest
Gotta punch
storylines
it.
in movies. We have incest storylines in anime. We
We
have
have an
incest.
incest storyline in Game of Thrones.
We have incest story. We had an incest storyline in comic books. And Ultimate Marvel specifically. We have incest everything in hentai. We have incest in pornos. And this is the specific game that people want to cry about when it comes to incest.
Yeah.
Okay.
When right next to it, there's an act of casual cannibalism.
Okay, so Alex,
Yeah.
you
I
have to.
don't get it.
Okay, Alex, when you see the prompt above your head, you got to press that button, and I got to follow with you. Okay.
Like this is supposed to be dark humor, and they're like, "Oh, this is too
B
edgy for me, bro."
A
Really,
B A B E A.
bro? Who's Donkey Kong?
Me. I'm person
Jamie.
A.
Well, now you are.
Oh snap!
I swear
There we
this
go.
minigame is easier with an
Almost.
AI.
Oh, yeah, it is. I messed up. It's all good.
Street Fighter 6 has officially sold 2.47 million copies.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh wait. Hold on. Time.
So
Hey, by the
movie.
way,
Do this.
Movie
by the
Bob.
way, Jamie,
Yeah. No.
Gizmo
No.
has a
Speech.
lot of money.
Money, 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 money.
So Movie Bob, who still owes me money, by the way, has gotten into online
Actually, this
controversy
is-
again
Oh
because
boy,
yeah. So
what did he
people
do?
were
Tell
talking
someone to
about
kill
how
himself?
people were talking about how Disney is
Yeah.
losing money on all their live action remakes, and he
They
said,
are.
"Oh, you know, these remakes are borderline critic proof." Of things like that, and somebody replied to him saying, "Bullshit, they're borderline critic proof. If every single one of them has tanked at the box office this year," which is a fact. That is a real thing that is currently happening.
Yeah.
You can't say otherwise, because to do that would be a lie, Bob. And then Mahler, at Mahler93, the long man himself, quote tweeted Movie Bob, and because Movie Bob said, "Stay in school and watch fewer YouTubers." I presume that doesn't include him.
Guess not.
Although, oh, you know, if you stop watching Movie Bob, you stop watching the equivalent of about 6 YouTubers. If you're lucky, you might... Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
If you
Thank
stop
you.
watching Jim Sterling, you stop watching equivalent of 12.
Jim
That's
has
too
only
generous.
gotten fatter as the years have gone on, and I don't know why. He doesn't have enough subscribers to justify being that fat. So Bob Chipman said, "Stay in school and watch fewer YouTubers. If you're lucky, you might someday evolve into something that deserves to breathe." To a person who pointed out to him that
Oh, don't watch you.
that Disney has been losing money on these shitty remakes that they've made, that are affronts to the art of filmmaking, and affronts to classical storytelling, and affronts to all kinds of stuff. You know, just bad films in general, you know? And
we don't. Yeah,
Movie
that
Bob,
was a
as
bad
is
time.
traditional for him, you know, the funny thing is, he was criticizing South Park for not wanting to completely take a stance on certain stuff, because South Park had an episode recently where they said, you know, a lot of culture war shit is, you know, just really lame and overplayed and things like that, which is completely true, by the way. Hey, like, there are people out there who will try to make a federal case out of like basically nothing, and just for the sake of clicks, you know. Like,
Right.
I don't want to specifically name names here, but like there. Oh, okay, I'm gonna name one name. His name is the Boulder King himself.
The Boulder.
The Boulder
Mundane
King.
Matt.
Mundane Matt, mediocre fat, as I like to call him. Yeah, Mundane Matt has is exactly that kind of YouTuber. Yeah, so they had this whole thing where I didn't watch the episode, but I think it's essentially like Kathleen Kennedy was like rebooting South Park and replacing all of the characters with like black women and Asian women and white women and shit like that. And they, you know, they made the point that, like, hey, you know, some of this stuff is cool, like, you know, Miles Morales is a good character, or, you know, specifically Into the Spider-Verse is a good character, or and stuff like that. That, you know,
I went the other way.
there are good characters, but here's the thing: Miles is his own character. He's not Black Peter Parker.
Which people don't seem to get.
But yeah, when Mahler quote tweeted what Bob said here and said, "Disney are facing massive repercussions for their recent creative output," which is what, you know, more or less what the guy like Bob is replying to said, and then Movie Bob said, "You don't deserve to breathe."
Wow,
And then Bob,
what an asshole.
yeah, and then Bob, like a fucking cunt, said he took a screenshot of Mahler's tweet and said, "Ah, well, that would explain this morning's charming wave of targeted harassment." Says literal Nazi Zyklon Bob, by the way. For a hot second, I was worried it might be somebody who mattered. This is still a thing of its own. I thought it just dangled off of other YouTube nobodies group chats now. Oh, have you seen EFAP? Let me look this up here. Because Mahler co-hosts a bunch of shows with other creators on YouTube.
Yeah.
That is true. Excuse me. But let's check on the most recent episode of EFAP. And this is just the re-upload, by the way. EFAP 255, Team Quiz Show,
Alex,
Pantheon.
you have a golden mushroom.
Pantheon of the World. And that's 33,000 views.
So yeah, Gizmo, you see that at C up thing? Basically, if you press the C stick upward, or or depending on what controller you're using, just like, press the uh, you get what I mean, right?
No.
If you press the C stick upward, or then that'll give you an explanation as to what the item does.
Okay.
So let's see how far Alex gets.
Not far.
And Mahler has a bunch of EFAP movies and EFAP TVs, and all of those have gotten hundreds of thousands of views. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah,
uh
Mahler,
let's
there's a yeah,
Mahler Mahler
as
is
much shit
relevant.
as we've given as much shit as we've given Mahler on his review of ZSJL. Oh, he is kind of a big deal.
Now let me go over to Movie Bob's channel here and let me see. Oh, Legion Horror Retro Review, 4.5 thousand views. New Big Picture Schlocktober. Or the also rans and 6.5, 6.9 rather. Or
Nice.
The Wolfman
only reason-
2010, 4.2 thousand. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter for 2012, 5.9 thousand. And let's see. Oh yeah, that's less than half, less than a quarter, or less than even a third. Let's see. The most views Movie Bob has gotten on a video in the last month was on his review of Rise of the TMNT, not Rise of the TMNT, the Next New Mutation, whatever that shitty movie that Seth Rogen and produced
It's not
was.
that bad, honestly. It's just it
Uh,
has
And he
very
also
big
and A
names.
Haunting in Venice. There's A Haunting in Venice got him some views, but it's like those are less than half of Mahler's least viewed videos that he's done recently.
Yeah.
The only
so-
reason Movie Bob has any kind of audience
Okay, gotta go
because-
north.
Yeah.
is because he's got his videos posted up on Screwtech's website years ago.
Movie Bob was also on The Escapist back in the day, and for some, Movie Bob was also the guy who everybody hated to see on The Escapist. Ah, shit. Who everybody hated to see on The Escapist because like his videos would pop up between Yahtzees. He's on like Mondays, I think it was. So they actually spun him off onto his own channel, and it still did shit, you know?
I guess it can only keep one cancer cell there at a time.
I don't know why Movie Bob is trying to hit above his weight class. And it's funny because you'd think that nobody would be above his weight class.
No. Or under.
Yeah.
I mean, sir, like, I've seen his Overthinker episodes a long time
I was
ago.
hitting A!
I saw his
You gotta hit it
Overthinker
faster.
episodes a long time ago. I thought they were good, but only his Overthinker episodes. Once he started going into the deep end,
Don't do it, guys.
boy, I had no interest. I had
Hmm.
no interest, especially since he
Oh,
started
oh,
adding
no.
skits to his game Overthinker episodes.
Oh yeah, all of those. Those were awful.
Cryo Thinker, Pyro Thinker, Necro Thinker, motherfucker.
Excuse me.
He had an entire Power Rangers team of thinkers, including one that was a badly
Oh,
done
fuck
parody
off.
of Razor Fist.
Get the most coins.
No, that wasn't a
for you.
parody.
No, I don't.
That was a
Yes,
parody.
you do. You have
That wasn't a
23.
parody of Razor Fist. Apparently, that was supposed to be a
Gizmo
parody.
has
I
of
know.
3 stars.
Who was that a parody of, Razor?
Dude Bros. Like it was supposed to be a parody of Dude Bros. They just
Oh, come
happened
on.
only once the
Instant
Razor Fist
karma.
start opening his mouth about a movie Bob, which is not like me
Uh,
insulting Razor
give
Fist. It's
me
just
10,000.
only the moment he started talking about him.
What
Ooh, Bowser
Only once he
communism.
started talking about only once Razor Fist started talking about Movie Bob to the point where Movie Bob got his attention, or like Razor Fist. God damn it, tongue tied. Okay, hold on. He made that caricature
yeah, the
to
anti-thinker.
parody. No, yeah, anti-thinker. He made that caricature to parody Dude Bros. You know, gamers that only play Madden and Call of Duty and the generic FPS and sports games, right? You know, Madden, NFL, NHL, Call of Duty, Battlefield, the works, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't until Razor Fist actually talked about him that Movie Bob started to make a parody of him when he found out at it. It's not a Razor Fist parody. He just only happened to make fun of him the moment Razor Fist got into his line of fire.
That's weird because it
Yeah, it's
has
really
like the
weird.
same fucking aesthetic.
Yeah, it does. But here's the thing, though. That only came out after he started making his dude bro anti-thinker character, and it wasn't before. So the timeline kind of lines up.
Okay.
Dude.
Yeah, like the anti-thinkers, like, no, girls can't be in games and not as main characters. All the shooters, it's better when they're first-person shooters. It's only good when it's first-person shooters. And I hate the fantasy shit. Oh, I hate goblins and colors and shit. That's why I like the
Ooh,
football
Rainbow
games.
Run.
You know,
Remember
that's why
Tightrope Treachery from
that
Mario
was
Party
supposed to be an
1?
anti everything that people
Oh
love
yeah,
That,
about gaming.
I'm
You
a
that's
know,
essentially what that's
yeah.
essentially what this
the
is.
fantasy, the escapism, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we gotta shoot Jamie
So,
down.
so only once Razor Fist got into his line of fire was when he made the parody of Movie Bob.
And
Ha
I'm already dead.
That was
Good.
easier than I thought it would be.
Yep. I can't believe we got to show off the 2 bonus mini games on one video. Which, by the way,
Nice.
you only get those mini games after purchasing every mini game in
Oh, my turn. All right.
only
Also,
after
keep in
purchasing every
mind,
mini.
this was when YouTube was still a tight knit community. This was way before
Yeah, let's get it.
this was way before there was like a lot of YouTubers that
Yeah.
got millions of
There you
views
go.
and got like mainstream and shit like that.
Yeah, it was what you
Oh,
got for me
speaking of
today.
that, do you want to talk about the Mr. Beast
Ooh,
shit that
yes.
happened?
I haven't heard about it. What
I'll
happened?
take it.
Okay, so some YouTuber claimed that Mr. Beast like edited her appearance in in his YouTuber hide and seek video to make her look worse, like, you know, kind of like reality TV shows give people like a villain edit it for things like that. She
There's
she
a
claimed
lot.
that
I'll tell you this. There's a lot of bullshit about Mr. Beast videos.
yeah.
There's
Well,
a
she claimed that
lot
he
more
did
than
like
hide and seek
deceptive
stuff.
editing
There's a lot more.
Fuck.
to make her look worse, and claimed later on that, oh, she was getting death threats for talking about this. People get
Oh,
death
yeah,
threats
man.
for breathing online, so that's not special. And then
got
eventually
death-
she just
There's a
deleted her
lot more
fucking
stuff in hide and
post about
seek
it.
from
Oh,
Mr.
no,
Beast videos.
Okay.
Squid Game videos.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Gizmo gets another
Like,
star.
all his like giveaways, all his like game show
Huggies.
giveaways are all rigged.
Apparently,
All of them are.
speaking of Squid Game, apparently the Squid Game game show that Netflix did was rigged.
Yep.
Okay.
That's old. I'm surprised
Oh,
you
you
just
know what? I
realized.
heard a little bit about this. I think
I
what
didn't
made that.
I didn't care about it, so
Here's what I
Yeah.
think. I actually did hear about this. Now that you're reminding me. One of the things I heard was that she complained that the game was rigged, so she came in third instead of second, and hated the fact that she lost, even though this was for charity.
yeah, and it wasn't it wasn't one of those things where it's like it really matters if
You won or lost.
yeah, and like it was more like she claimed that he edited the video to make her look bad, but this happened like 3-4 years ago, I think. And she didn't bring it up at the time.
Yeah, that's what I hate. That's what I hate about these kind of things.
Why day
If
turned to
you
night.
if you hated what happened, why wouldn't you just make a video right after you were done? I never understood that. It's like if you got assaulted, why wouldn't you call the police? If you were robbed, why wouldn't you call the police? You know, if someone
yeah.
died, why wouldn't you call the ambulance? If a house is on fire, why wouldn't you call the fire department? This is why I don't
Bless
understand
you.
about
Bless
today's
you.
Thank you.
society. It's
Oh
like,
no,
oh,
I've
but
been stabbed. I better
stuff
not
like,
call
oh,
bless you.
911.
it's sort
Bless
of like
you.
it's sort of like the idea is like, oh, but I might be shamed if I admit they forced themselves on me. No, it doesn't work that way. If they hear they forced themselves on you,
Call the
they're gonna
fucking
know they forced
police.
themselves on you. Yeah, and they're not. They know that they forced themselves on you, and you're not gonna be slut shamed. Who's gonna slut shame you? Bitches, heartless people. You shouldn't be worried about them calling you that because
Cunts.
you wouldn't. Yeah, why would you? Why would you care about heartless people calling you that stuff? You know that they're only gonna do that for attention.
Bad people are gonna do bad shit. Next
To
question.
the right. It's to the
Yeah.
right.
Oh, damn it.
Alex, you went the wrong way. I wasn't trying to mislead you.
I wasn't
Come
trying.
on.
I thought I hit I hit right on the D-pad, not on my joystick.
Hi, Bowser. Bowser says, "How would you like your raping today?" By the way,
100
Alex, you
star
want to know what?
present.
By the way, Alex, you want to know what's one pose that Bowser can
Damn it.
do in Mario Party 3?
What?
He could do the draw me like one of your French girls pose.
There's an
Nasty.
emo in that, by the way, too. That
We call it Sexy Bowser.
Mexi Bowser.
He does it exclusively for Waluigi and maybe Peach.
The only reason people find
No, he does it for
Jamie,
Mario.
we got
He does it for
Jamie.
Mario.
the only reason
Jamie, we got to
Bowser
work
is
together.
the
Yeah, I
only
know.
reason Bowser's sexy is anyway is because the furry artists don't want to see a fat slob fuck Peach.
Oh,
I
can I bring up
mean,
something?
you gotta mash the A button, guys.
Oh,
I'm-
yeah.
A button.
I'm doing that.
Oh, speed up, speed up, speed up. Yes.
Good.
Oh, man.
Alex, you can do it. I believe in you.
You believe in me, but do you believe in the me that believes in you that believes in me?
Kevin Strick, Super Saiyan, run for your life! Where he's
Nice.
taking a shit.
Oh,
Either one's
God, mate.
possible.
Yeah, you're right. That does a number on your arm.
Oh, and Kev,
Here's-
thanks for winning a minigame for me. Much appreciated.
Oh, here's a
Oh,
friendly
fuck
hate.
you.
I have a friendly hate debate topic I wanted to run by you guys. I couldn't last week. You are haunted by spirits. Ghouls and ghosts of all kind, from the silly to the deadly, are in your house. Who are you trusting to save your ass and rid them? Your selections are Luigi with the Poltergust, the original Ghostbusters, the Winchesters from Supernatural, or John Constantine, specifically from DC Vertigo. Not DC. DC Vertigo.
I'm trusting Luigi with the vacuum cleaner.
My ass. You
Original
are.
Ghostbusters.
I'm
Oh,
going with the
can I-
Ghostbusters.
Ugh. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Surprised you picked the safe choice.
Look,
Never
it's either the
understood.
Ghostbusters or the Winchesters.
By the way, I think I mentioned this before, but I ended up reaching 500 followers.
Cool.
Cool.
Congrats.
Yep.
What about
Still
you guys?
not a-
What about you guys? Who would you pick to save your house from ghosts?
And goblins.
Ghostbusters. Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun.
original team?
I mean, yeah. You know what? Actually, you know what? I take that back because they would destroy all my stuff.
That's why I went with Luigi.
No, Luigi would suck up all your stuff and then sell it to the black market.
Yeah.
You're assuming he's gonna
Oh!
find a fucking ruby under your sheets.
Hey guys, the Kingdom Hearts Missing Link just got a new trailer.
Nice.
I'm gonna download that.
Yeah, okay, so it's coming out in 2024. The closed beta starts in October
Alex,
30th for the
go up.
United Kingdom and Australia.
Go up. Steal
Seamus
from
gets to
Jamie.
play it early.
Take all of his money.
Ugh.
Take all of his money. He is Donkey Kong.
My money.
DK.
Money.
DK.
My
Money.
money.
Donkey
Money.
Kong.
Honky Dong.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's
Too
finally
many
back
screws, God damn
to
it.
kick some tail.
I want to steal a sword.
His
Sad.
coconut gun can fire in bursts. He'll shoot ya. It's gonna hurt.
When he shoots you, it's gonna hurt.
You know what's funny? When the melee version of that song, when you hear the random monkey scream after he says "shoot ya," it sounds like they're trying to censor the word "ass." Like
Yeah.
he's supposed to say "shoot ya ass," like "it'll shoot ya." It's gonna hurt. Like it sounds like he's supposed to say "he shoot your ass."
Well,
They censored it.
It kinda does
Toad in the
sound
box.
like that.
I did forget to mention that the happening spaces do change the date. Do make it either day or night, and depending on what time of day it is.
not.
Basically, this is Chance Time Simulator, guys.
He's the first
Yeah.
member of the DK crew.
Oh, GameStop is
DK,
changing their
honky
replacement
donk.
plan.
Oh fuck.
Alex, you gotta press A when the toad pops
Oh,
up.
damn it.
Damn it.
I hit the button. There we go.
And nothing, and let me guess, nothing occurred.
Hey,
Oh, no, the
it's
wrong
weird.
thing happened.
Damn it. Yeah.
I swear, Gizmo is starting to dominate.
Yeah.
This is becoming a problem.
Woo! Oh, Gizmo!
Damn it, Bowser! Damn
Fuck.
it!
Fuck.
There, come on, Gabe.
Fuck!
Come on.
There you go.
Jeez.
The moment I saw green, that's when I jumped.
Ay.
Watch. Oh.
He's
Yeah, well,
bigger,
those are gonna steal
faster,
Star,
and
but,
stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK,
DK.
Donkey
Conky
Donkey
Kong.
dong.
Kong.
DK, Donkey Kong is here, bitch.
I
Now
love how
it's-
we just know to pause. It's so good.
That's literally part of the song.
I know, it's great.
Okay.
So he will go home to Candy Kong and show him his. It's gonna hurt, but you'll like it.
It's like DK.
He's
Okay.
bigger, faster, and stronger too. That's why Candy Kong is part of his DK crew. Bitch.
You know, Candy Kong strikes me as a very promiscuous girl.
That's why I'm gonna add her to the tier list.
She's the Masato Katsuragi
You do
of the Donkey
You do
Kong
realize
crew.
you do realize that would make you a furry if you want to have sexual relations with her, right?
I did
Bro,
not have
don't be-
sexual relations with that gorilla.
I wouldn't be talking since you're the same guy who participates in a list that's got Renamon and Barry.
Yeah, well, guess what? I told
Whatever
you guys you would be
do, don't
furries if
fuck
you
with
wanted that.
Harambe.
You
I
don't gotta
didn't-
be a furry to like what you want.
I thought booty was more important than water. Booty was more important than food.
Okay, so apparently, Ben, can you confirm
But you're
or
in a wall,
deny, is Alan Wake 2 a walking simulator combined with music videos?
Okay, I've been keeping an eye on the game. I don't own it.
Oh, for
I have
fuck's sake.
borrowed it, but I haven't gotten to play it yet. From what I can tell, it's so you know Silent Hill where you run around a lot?
Yeah.
Kinda like that, but
More like
it's not
jogging.
really successfully scary depending on the person.
Yeah. So I've seen
So-
some videos of the game where it looks like all you're doing is just walking around, and there's this one like music video sequence
all the pieces in the puzzle
that
the
looked
first to
really
finish
cool, but then
wins.
I heard that there are like 5 more of those in the game.
Oh yeah,
But-
that's Evil Wake. That's perfectly in character.
All right, so it's a boo.
Okay, I was talking to a friend that has been playing this game, and he's talked about a lot of the good shit and a lot of the bad shit. Like when you play a sage, you can tell that ESG or whatever the fuck they are adds some things into there.
Fuck yes.
Oh,
Some
damn
of the
it!
some of the stuff is cringy
Yeah.
as hell. Some of the others is a bit more justified because those people are put into a bad light. It's hard. Without context,
Yeah.
what I said makes no sense. But there's
Well, it's a fucking digital
Jamie,
only
Alex has
AAA
more
horror
money.
game.
Alex has more money. Alex has more
Well,
money.
Guess what?
Alex has more money.
what?
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is for you, Ben.
You shouldn't be giving anything
Thank
to him.
you. You are avenging me.
Speaking of vengeance, let's get some against Microsoft because it's ending support for unauthorized controllers.
That's the
And-
weird.
And
that's a
unauthorized
little
accessories,
weird.
yeah.
So unless your controller is
what were you
specific,
Alex? What were you saying about Alan Wake 2?
Oh, no,
You were
that's-
saying
Hey,
something.
Alex.
I wasn't saying anything else. Oh, Gizmo, go ahead.
Oh well,
So
I
unless your
wanted to
control, okay then.
I wanted to make a quick comment because from what I can tell, it's definitely not a 10 out of 10, at least from everything I've heard and seen. Maybe like a 6, 7 out of 10. Like one of the main issues is that the gameplay loop isn't very good. And they're very split, few and far between throughout the game.
Yeah.
And I think the main issue is that they were trying to experiment a bit too much, right? They wanted to make this
Of
special,
course
but
they
by
fucking
doing so,
were.
they entered into stuff they've never done
Communism.
before,
Of
and it
course, when
just
they
Thank
kind
steal
of fell
Kevin's
flat.
money, it goes right back
Like
to
a lot, like
yeah.
Thank
according to my friend who
you,
who's beaten the
Gizmo.
Alan Wake story section, there's a lot more jump scares than there are actual scary shit,
Yeah.
Damn.
which
Nice.
is pretty disappointing. Like, Remedy's strength has always been in the, action genre, so to speak. Like, great atmosphere, great action, like Max Payne, Control, the original Alan Wake. Here, they tried to go into a genre
Battle of
they
fun.
never tackled before,
Now we have
and
a
it
battle.
shows.
Take all my money. I
Yeah.
don't care.
It's like when you see, like, you see companies that make, what was it? There was a company that only
You
ever
take
made
all-
train simulators that tried to make the Dark Knight game. And that didn't even fucking happen, you know?
Yeah.
Na, 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 na,
Something
na,
my friend said
na,
that
na,
was
na,
interesting. Let me see if I can find
na,
it.
na, 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 na.
It racist.
So Gizmo, what were you about to
Fucking
say?
hell.
I don't even
I
remember
can't find
anymore.
it. But, yeah, I mean, I am going to play Alan Wake 2 tomorrow, Alex. I'm going to play it in the worst possible way imaginable. You wanna know how I'm going to play it?
How?
On my Steam Deck on the lowest settings humanly possible.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of calling it low quality methly.
Huh.
So that will be my
Well, that's going to be
Halloween
meth.
stream for tomorrow.
That's going to be meth, all right.
Yeah. It's going to be trash, Alex. It's going to be the worst way to play this game.
So yeah, Gizmo, you
Oh.
were talking about a different game,
Hey,
right?
Not a game, but like the Microsoft. How
Oh
they're
yeah, yeah.
now.
Microsoft's going to be quote unquote discontinuing support for unauthorized. How did I win?
wait a second.
For unauthorized accessories soon. And apparently that's to crack down on people using like modded controllers in online games, but
That's not a good idea.
I just want to know what this is gonna do, you know? Because
Gonna do
Yeah,
totally.
like what are the
Steal
modded
from
controllers
Donkey
doing
Kong. He
exactly?
has more
What
money
are
than
they
I
doing
do,
to
Alex.
warrant
okay.
this?
How would they? Here's another thing. How would they know the controller's modded to begin with?
I can answer that. So what they're going to do is that they're going to improve certain products,
Money.
Yeah.
and if that product you're using isn't approved, it won't work.
Yeah, it's basically gonna
But
be
how would they
DRM.
know?
It's
That's
basically gonna be
last.
DRM for controllers, and that's not a good thing. I don't
That's not a
want
good
you
thing.
like there's the fact that my DualShock 5 has
An update.
fucking has to have firmware updates. Like the first thing that my PS5 asked me to do after I plugged it in was to update the firmware for the fucking controller. Why? Why does my
Yeah, but-
controller need firmware? Why can't we just handle that on the fucking system side like we always used to?
We're getting ridiculous updates now that not only need online connections but also are on accessories.
You like
and not
a great
on the
example that
console.
a great example that is the PS5 separatable disk drive where you need the internet to actually
Oh,
make it
yeah.
fucking connect to the
You
console.
don't
Yeah.
need to though. Why I don't. This is why I don't get why digital only consoles are a thing, because eventually they're going to have a disc attachment. Like eventually, like it's already been proven that to be the case. And now they're saying you need an online connection to
Oh,
update
damn
the
it.
disk driver. Okay,
No,
why?
not update, to make it work. Like,
It's
you
an
need
Yeah.
to
update.
actually
It's an update either way.
through a special
You need
server.
internet to make an update for a
Yeah, it has
disk
to like you
drive.
have to connect to the internet to pair the disk drive to your
No,
system.
not just the internet. You have to connect to a special server Sony opens. So one day that server is going to be gone and it will be possible to
It's
pair
not
up
The
with
bad.
Yeah.
internet is the internet. Either way, it's stupid. Why would I need any kind of internet connection, whether it be on a server or just or a mobile hotspot or whatever the hell, just to update a disk drive, a controller, like the system itself? I get it. The
And then
360 has
lastly,
been through many updates when it needed it. You know, with the interface, the
Yeah.
bugs,
Now,
features added and taken away,
I
that
think
kind
for
of thing.
once the Red
That
Koopa
makes
has a
sense.
good
But if you're
point.
gonna say that you need to update the controller, the disk drive, that makes 0 sense.
do you know what I had to do in order to switch out the DVD drive in my dad's old laptop? I took the DVD
What?
drive from a dead laptop where the DVD drive
2
worked,
coins off.
and I put it
Ruby game.
into his laptop, and the DVD drive worked fine. That's how this works. That's how this is supposed to work.
Jamie, the stars to the right.
That's how this should
And
work and should have always worked. This is anti-repair. This is anti-consumer. This is anti-people. This is anti-everything. Do not accept this. Do not fucking buy this. In fact, if you're a
Do not
fool,
pass go. Do not collect $200.
This is why
you
when
are a
Silent Rock-
fool if you buy a digital
Here's my
version of the
advice.
PS5.
Here's my
You're a fool
advice.
if you buy a digital version of any console. I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
the
reason why
Xbox
Why I
Series
have
S
Here's
is
my
shit.
advice.
There's
Here's
a
my
reason why
advice.
the
Just
PSP Go did not do
yeah,
that.
here's
It's
my
a-
here's
Nah.
my advice. Just pirate the disk drive. Just pirate it.
You wouldn't download a disk drive.
This is why
People are
I
like,
did
you would
it.
download a
It's
car.
shit
I
like-
totally download a car. Are you kidding me? That'd
Yeah.
be
Digital
fucking
only consoles-
awesome.
Digital only consoles don't make sense to me to begin with. Okay, if you want all digital, go to PC. If you want physical, go to
Oh man,
console.
it's irritating enough that I don't have a fucking DVD or Blu-ray drive on my fucking tower. Or like I
fact
have
you
to
don't
do.
Yeah,
is
thanks
already
for your help,
odd.
Alex.
The fact you already don't is already odd.
Oh, I couldn't find a tower
hey,
that had.
Kevin, congrats on 500 followers.
I can easily find them on Amazon. That's where I got my tower.
I have a 3060 Ti in mine. Like
have a
I got an
Blu-ray
Asus
player in
ROG.
mine.
Hey, like I
got a
had
Blu-ray
to.
player in mine.
Like I couldn't find a 3060 Ti. I like separate
Hi,
when I got
Alex.
this.
I believe
Hi.
rent is due.
Give me rent. You get the rent when you fix this goddamn door.
And give me a pizza.
Okay. Mushroom.
There's
Okay.
a-
Do the best mushroom brew by putting the proper ingredients into the pot.
A
There
button
are
for
3
blue.
types of mushroom. Add them in the order Goomba tells you and don't delay. Press the A button for blue, B for green, and Z for or gray.
Oh, damn it.
Bruh. Gray.
Is my entrance still
Red.
connected? I just want to make
Red.
sure. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm still
shit.
here.
How did both
Yeah,
of
we
us
both-
fuck up on the last one?
Oh, God damn!
Holy shit.
Alex actually won.
I don't know
Holy
how, but I
job, Alex.
did.
I'll take that L.
Woo! Good job, Alex.
Is Wario flipping you
Ben
off?
Ben only cheers because I'm in misery.
No. I'm just biased
Feel like
towards
the
Alex.
weight of the world
In
Oh.
translation,
be on
and
your
he,
shoulder.
No,
Translation,
I'm not
he is
I'm not
enjoying my
trying to be
my
malice.
pain and
I swear to
misery.
God. I swear.
Hmm.
Oh God, maybe I am the sus one.
You know what's even worse is
All right,
that
we'll toss you out the airlock.
Here's what's worse.
Ah!
It means that there's not only trouble for third-party controllers, there's also trouble for arcade sticks.
Man, I'm like,
Yeah, because a lot of arcade sticks are
controllers
custom.
kinda suck.
Yeah.
Am I
Like, what is this-
wrong?
Like what?
Well,
Like,
I
what
was
does it
saying
mean
that
for
third-party
oh.
controllers kind of suck, you know?
No, that depends what you
Well,
get.
some of them
I
are
mean,
really
yeah.
good, but
Some of them are
you know.
good. There's a reason why people got the
Yeah.
turbo controllers every time.
I was more talking about Hyperkin because they always suffer from drift.
It really depends on how you take care of them and who you get and what you get. There's a lot of controllers out there
Yeah,
even back then that
yeah,
are third party people love. Like right
yeah.
now, there's a turbo controller for Sega Genesis, and they have these switches. You don't just hold down the buttons. That's it. I've used it for years. It's a really good controller.
Right.
The PS2, on the other hand, those got a lot of bad controllers.
Well, the PS2
Like
got a lot of
chains.
bad everything. Like, there's good shit and there's bad shit for the PS2. All over.
Exactly.
That's the problem of
Bad
being
for
literally the most popular console on the face of the planet. And for 20 years,
ish, give or take.
Speaking of that, you guys see the massive layoffs Sony's been doing after Spider-Man underperformed, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Let,
I'm a
that's
let,
little
hold
bit
on, hold
happy
on,
about that
hold on.
because Spider-Man is not as good as they tried to pretend it was.
at
I,
this
wa- I do want, I don't, I'm not gonna talk about the quality, but did you guys hear that they accidentally overcounted the numbers by double
Yes, I
for the sale?
did.
that's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
and they backtracked on it, and
Oh,
then like a few days
jeez.
later, they started laying people off and laying people off, and that's not a fucking coincidence.
It shows
Like
that they
Bungie just got hit off. Like half their workforce is just out apparently. So Bungie's just fucked.
the
Here's what I'm thinking what's going on there. Because Spider-Man 2, it did do well, but not enough to meet its budget. Because here's the main issue. The budgets are too fucking high.
Well, we've been saying this for 15 years-ish now. What was the thing? When did Tomb Raider come out? The Tomb Raider or reboot?
And the
I mean,
reboot,
we've been saying this about
2013-ish?
Okay, yeah, so that was 10 years ago. Oh, and this has been an issue for years before that. Like
Yeah.
like for about 5-6 years before that, we were starting to see things where were games were, they had giant budgets for these games that were quite niche and were, not making enough money to justify the budget that they spent on them, even though they were selling millions upon millions of copies.
Another issue is that while the PS3 and 4 were somewhat manageable sometimes during that point, once we got to the PS5 era and Xbox Series X, the budgets just fucking exploded. Like not like from like even more so than ever before. And now we're seeing developers reaping what they sow because they want the biggest AAA box office bomb. Not
Yeah.
bomb, but like success.
Yeah, they want to
And
get
it's failing. Like Naughty Dog, they
yeah,
got layoffs, and they
they
tried to
think
tell their employees to keep shut about it because The Last of Us Part 2 and the remake failed. And it's
yeah,
like,
they think
wow.
that if they try to if they spend more money on something, thing that they'll be guaranteed more is like, okay, so if we spend X amount of money, we'll get Y, but if we spend Z amount of money, we might get A. So,
Here's
like, we'll
here's a, and here's the issue for Sony now because they could do that and get away with it. You want to know why? Originally, they could.
because they had such a big install base.
Nope. Not even that. It was Call of fucking Duty
Oh yeah,
because
because
they
they
would
had
get
Call of Duty
they
exclusivity for a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
would get
DLC and
tens
stuff.
they would unironically get tens of billions of dollars from that franchise
Yeah,
every
brutal.
single year. And now that revenue has been cut off completely. And now they're feeling the full force of that loss with Spider-Man 2. They can't ignore the loss of money anymore. And that's resulting in layoffs. And they've now scaling down their live service bullshit that they've been trying to do, which has now resulted in a loss of 2 to
I
3
mean,
years of development time and whatever the fuck they were working on at that point.
The Last of Us
And
multiplayer game that nobody asked for.
maybe that was what got scrapped, but who knows, man? Who fucking knows at this point? It's Sony's in a complete mess right now. Like,
This
they
just
need
shows
to evolve or they will die. They need to
Jeez.
this just
bring back
shows
their
that
Japanese studios. They need to start making smaller budgeted titles that take less time.
Well,
Because you
that's
wanna know the scare you wanna know the one thing? Microsoft's starting to do exactly that. They're
yeah.
starting to open their own Japanese studio akin to the Sony one. They're starting to make smaller budgeted titles. Microsoft is going to fucking steamroll Sony unless they step up and say,
Yeah.
we need to backtrack and fight back or we will die.
We need
And
here's the
one
thing. Here's
thing
the
that
thing. We need games that cost less both in terms of budget and in terms of retail cost because $70 is too goddamn much for these
Yep,
games that have half the
and it's been
content
proven that
and
people
of
don't buy
games
those
yeah,
games.
here,
that
here's the
games that have
problem with
half the
that though.
content of the games that came out like even the previous generation and we need games that take less time to make. We need games that have more optimization so that they can run on something that's not a lunatic solid state drive. We need a lot of stuff that they're just not doing.
Here's a problem with that
What
though. If they lower the budget, that would mean they would have to not just come up with new ideas. Every game company has to do that at some point. But they would also have to make games that are in no way trying to lean into realism whatsoever, because that's what they've been
Oh, no,
trying
no,
to
no.
do
You don't
for the
have
longest
to.
time. I
Okay.
know you don't have to, but here's the thing. That's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing a lot recently. Last of Us Part 2,
Okay, let me go
Spider-Man,
ahead and
Miles
finish what I was going to
Morales.
say. Hey, cuz I know where you're going with this, but what I was going to say is you don't have to not lean into realism to reduce the budget. You can have realistic games on lower budgets. You just need to, well, figure out where to cut the corners. Cut the corners on the stuff that nobody sees. Is like I was panning around Spider-Man and for instance, and there's a bunch of textures and details and stuff for things that don't for things that the player can't see. Just don't render stuff that you can't see unless you use the camera function to zoom in. That's all you got to do.
But they don't do that.
I do want to point out something a bit interesting because Jim Ryan did sort of hint a year or two ago that the PS5 might be their last console, and they've been slowly getting their PC studio ready to port a lot of their games and shit. So what I'm thinking is that if they can't catch up, if they can't keep up with the
Yeah.
cost of these games, they're gonna quit.
Well,
They're not gonna see a PS6.
they're already cross-publishing some games to
Yep.
PC and Xbox.
Well,
Right,
not
but it
Xbox.
doesn't really help when
Yes,
outside
it's
the
a
Xbox
baseball game.
actually.
Yeah, actually,
Which
it's
Yeah,
been
there
going
are
on
game?
other
for years
PlayStation
now.
Studios games that come out on Xbox.
Which ones?
Hang on, let me look that up.
Fallout
'Cause
4.
I'm only aware
That's
of the
not an
baseball game, and
Xbox.
that's
That's
because
not
they
a
no longer
PlayStation
own it.
Studios game.
Oh, all right, hold on. The
I
Halo
just,
series.
That's
no, ma- no
that's
matter how many
X.
bonus stars we get, Gizmo is going to utterly dominate this game.
Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ, you have 4 stars? Give
5.
some away, you greedy fuck.
Fuck you. I ain't giving any away. I'm
But
gonna tear
yeah,
you a new ass.
but yeah, I feel like Sony's in the red right now. They are
They've been
in
in the red for a while now.
an
They've been making.
unaffordable state.
They've
Like,
been
look
in the
what
red.
happened. Can we talk about what happened to the sales of Final Fantasy 16? That game bombed. That
It's
game
not
was a
for
failure.
not for good reason, not for bad reasons though. Like the only reason it bombed was because it was really expensive. There was no
Yeah, and it
way
was
they
on
were.
the PS5s.
Well, no, it's not just because it was on the PS5. It's
No, I
because it was
didn't
really.
say that was the sole reason.
I get it, but he just being on the
I say
PS5 should
Gizmo.
not be a reason for that
Well,
thing
I
to
mean,
fail.
it was the reason why I didn't get because I don't have a
Fuck!
PS5.
The game was expensive as fuck to begin with. That thing
Yep.
was a spectacle. It didn't need to be. That thing could have just been the most traditional Final Fantasy game it could have ever been, to the point where it looks like it was something out of an NES goddamn cartridge. But because they're trying to go for the spectacle, for the cinematic look, they didn't. They practically blew Not they didn't practically use all their budget. They went past budget. Have you
Yep.
seen the story, the graphics, the voice
Yep.
acting for both Japanese and English, the details on the fucking swords, magic and shit? They spent more than they needed. It
Yep.
could it could have been this thing could have been on a goddamn Gamecom and it would have still sold the same amount, but it wouldn't have made it past budget. It wouldn't even go even because the game they made was too expensive.
Yep. And the
Unless they
funny thing is that people would tell me, "Oh, no, it didn't
Oh,
flop, it
here we
did
go again
super
with Shy
well.
Guy
Pierre
Says,
said so."
guys.
And all you
And
really need to
Alex
do
Oh, damn it. I
is
was
again.
looking at the. You gotta give me time to. You gotta tell me that there's a thing coming up, because I was looking at the. I was trying to look at the list of PlayStation Studios games that have been released for other
Sorry.
platforms.
Oh yeah, another thing that needs to be said. I don't trust them to fuck. I don't trust them to release all their games on PC. You know why?
Oh, absolutely not.
Because I don't know because Sony have become a shell of their former selves. I know I
Yep,
said that a lot,
literally.
but it's true. It really is true to the
Yep.
to the T. Because now it's to the point where they're just trying to. They've done so many stupid decisions from
Oh,
outright
fuck.
censoring.
Right.
They've done stupid decisions ever since the late life of the PS4.
Sure.
From
Yeah.
refusing to release games, to censoring games, to adding their own political bias in-game conversations, to putting ESG shit everywhere, like the rain, the pride flags, the side mission of having to get two gay guys together,
Excuse me.
to the point where you're not allowed to mod
The
these out.
weird ass sign language stuff in the game where characters are signing while the deaf character can't see them.
I want to point this out because you can tell a company gives a shit about its diversity if they allow the game to be banned. Final Fantasy 16, for example, did not remove any of their stuff because they actually gave a shit. Spider-Man 2 removed it all. That tells me that they don't give a shit and that's
Only
just there
in
to meet a quota.
only in I think it was what
Yeah.
was it, Arabia? No.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, yeah. Like they only
Yeah.
removed it on those versions of the copy, which yeah, that shows they don't really care. They're only trying to cater to a crowd that
Money.
either
Money.
don't play
Money.
their
Money.
games or don't care about video games.
Same thing happened with the first game. They removed all the LGBT flags in that version with American flags,
Yeah.
and someone uploaded the mod for that on some
And it was
site and
just
got
it
big
was
bust.
just a hex edit too. That was the funniest thing.
Yeah, and like it's so funny because all they did was use something that Insomniac had already made.
Yeah, it's
But
now
yeah,
to the point where they're even censoring mods, which is
Okay,
already
so I can't
ridiculous.
find so MLB The Show has been released
Alex,
on
use your golden mushroom.
Xbox Series,
Press B.
Xbox One,
Press
and
B.
Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
I can't find any other or Sony games that have been specifically been released for Xbox. Damn it!
Oh my
I do.
god.
There was one story. This is a good transition about Capcom and what they think of mods, and it
Oh
was
yeah,
Now we
we were
get a
talking
duel
about.
again.
We actually talked about that
Ridiculous.
earlier.
Oh,
Here we
never
go
mind then.
again.
We
Okay.
did, I share the same feelings with
Yeah.
all
Okay.
games
Yeah. I
because
won't. I won't bring it up again.
if I bought the game, I should do whatever the fuck I want with it. I
Yeah.
could put in mods to show Chun-Li's titties. I could give Ryu like 6 dicks. I don't care. If I bought it, I should do whatever I want with it. I could give Cammy a goddamn Five Nights at Freddy's costume if I wanted to, right? It's
I
mine.
want
It's my
Freddy
copy.
Trump there.
I'm not going to do that, but if I wanted to, I should be able to. But now a lot of these mod sites are
Oh,
stuck
damn
on
it!
their high horse. Look, modding
Damn it!
is not even a high horse thing to do to begin with. Like, doesn't matter how
Yeah,
good or
you're gonna
bad the
get that,
mod
aren't
is.
you?
It's not something to be on a high
Yeah,
horse
I
about.
figured. I fucked up
It's not
too
something to
much.
be on a high horse about, and now, but they're acting like they are on that same horse when they're trying to ban mods that would take or add something in a game, like removing Latinx language in a fucking Spanish version of a game, taking away pride flags, replacing them with Confederate flags. nude mods, fucking trying to make certain
Honeycomb
girls
Havoc.
trying to make certain girls more attractive than they already are, or just period. You know, like, who are you to tell me what to do with my game?
Well,
I
the
I
funny
do want
the
to
funny
quickly
thing
go back
is,
to the I wanted to finish a point I was making earlier because some people have tried to defend 16 by saying, "Oh, but it didn't flop, it did super well. Square said so." You immediately look at Square's reaction to sales of them going back to Microsoft, fixing their relationship, and then announcing that Final Fantasy 16 will be coming to PC in the near future before its exclusivity has fucking ended. That and then they
yep,
cut the Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 exclusivity by 9 months. They cut it by 9 months. I want you to think about how disastrous that is for Sony. Because they're about to lose another major third party. I mean, they'll still release games for the console, but they're not gonna be fucking exclusive anymore. I guarantee you
I'm
that the
just
third
glad that
Final
that's
Fantasy
not going to
VII
be.
Remake will not be exclusive.
Yeah, I'm
I
just happy that they're not
guarantee you.
exclusive anymore, or because
Yeah.
I didn't want to have I didn't want to get Final Fantasy games on uh on the PlayStation anymore, or I wanted to get them on Xbox because it's more novel, you know.
Yeah, and the
I
issue well,
really don't
what
mind
ended up
exclusives
happening
because
is Sony wanted to replicate that success they had with the PS1 with Square, so
Yeah,
they did
with it.
these deals, and it backfired. It fucking failed. It
Yeah.
Yeah, with
failed
it.
hard.
I don't mind
Yeah, yeah,
exclusives because you're supposed to be getting that one console for that one game, and that's how
yeah.
you drive sales. If you make certain games only available on your console, that's how business works. If you only have
Yeah.
that certain product at your location or in your store, then you're going to get more money than they are. Like, that's why Nintendo's always making bank, even when their
Jeez.
most even with their most heinously hated consoles like the Wii U and the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, it's whatever.
You can only get certain games on the Virtual Boy. That's why it's
Yep.
sold to begin with. Sort of
The
like the Wii
3D
U.
Wario Land game is so
You can only
good.
get certain games on the Wii U, and that's why people bought the Wii U to begin with.
Yep.
Smash Brothers 4, Fatal Frame, Star
Although
Fox
Fatal Frame did come to
Zero.
other platforms later.
Oh, Gizmo
Yeah.
already
Yeah, but
wins
They're
because
that's
all
he's
on
got
that.
more than a
that's
3-star
only so
lead.
much later though. But
Also, the
Yeah.
Wii U
that's why
version still has exclusive content to
Yes.
it,
Yes, it
so
And the
does.
game star or still goes to Super Mario.
but
Coin
oh,
star goes to Wario. And the happening star goes to Wario.
oh my god, is Alex going to win?
Now he's got
Oh.
second place. The wizard Bowser is out wreaking havoc. Now we were to see this ending.
This is actually the best ending.
Oh hum. Oh. hum.
I think I see
Woo.
I think I see
Relying
smoke in
on
the
skill,
background.
man.
Spooky, scary Koopa
Are you
Troopa.
okay?
Are
Ah,
you
Bowser
okay? Are you
turns
okay?
him into
How
a
do you
Hello,
turns the Koopa
okay?
into a frog.
Why
Dr.
is
Wolf.
Bowser wearing a
Huh?
dress?
Who goes there? Rabbit.
Turned from one kind
Rabbit.
of amphibian into a different kind of amphibian.
Yeah,
Peach
literally.
uses two hands to wield her
You
magic
know,
wand.
that's racist.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty racist right there.
Yeah. Abraca Frogca.
Abracafrabra.
Dragon Ball Z beam struggle. And now
Balls.
he's a frog. Ribbit.
Did anyone notice that Bowser was
Froggy.
floating a few inches off the ground?
Yeah.
Must have been
You
the
are the
extra 2 inches.
superstar of Horrorland.
It must have been the extra 2 inches that made him float off the ground.
Congratulations, Princess Gizmo, you win.
Did it.
Yeah.
I was just here chilling. Didn't do much.
I felt
Okay.
Gizmo cringe as I said this.
But this
Yes.
is my last game. I well, nice.
All right.
Wow.
By the way, okay, so there is one other thing we gotta show off before off. So,
Yeah, I assume this is almost over. I don't know.
There's one more board.
yep,
I missed my
there's one more
chance to
board,
join
and
the
we're about to
second
see
game.
how it's unlocked.
Dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba bum bum na 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 na
And
na
kidnapping
na
time.
na na.
Oh,
Yoink!
Beautiful.
I love it.
Oh
Greetings.
wow, that toad just got kidnapped.
Greetings. Huh? What
Yeah,
happened to
yeah,
Toad?
you.
He's out sick with a cold, but forget about that. A new theme park just opened. Come on, let's go check it out.
Are you guys going to be checking this one out?
And next
you
time.
gotta up the turns though, since it's gonna be the last one.
Yeah, do 50. You have to do 50 next time.
Can't do 50 turns tonight, but
Now, of
Bullshit.
course, not tonight.
Oh, I didn't say tonight.
Oh,
Jesus.
first,
cause tonight, oh,
I gotta buy a mini game from Mr. Woody.
But
Photo.
Phrasing.
I don't like that name.
Buy them all.
I
It's a
already
bit too
did.
woody for my taste. Da-da-da.
Eh,
You just spent all your money.
How
No, I
much
didn't.
was
that's
that?
my money.
Like
Sony is
$600.
how much
Okay,
was
so when we come back to the Mario Party of Twos, we will be finishing up with
Mario,
Bowser Land.
Mario,
Woo!
Mario,
So
Mario,
until then,
Mario,
we will see you
Mario,
all laters.
Mario,
See you
Night,
guys
everyone.
then.
Mario.
bye.